All right. Well, welcome everybody to Curse of Strahd session 4, right? 4? Yeah. Can't believe it's been 4 sessions. We have with us our Iron Serpents crew, who are now veteran Dungeons and Dragons players. Had a lot of fun playing this campaign with you guys. Last session ended with a great little cliffhanger that I'm excited to see how you guys look into and resolve. But before we get into all that, let's have a little visit with our players and see how they're feeling about things. So we'll start from the bottom and work our way to the top. Let's start with Rogar, our Dragonborn Paladin. How you feeling about everything?
I mean, he's not dead yet, so we got that going for us. He's a little skeptical about this whole flaming vampire guy, but he'll hang in. He's really excited to see how the sausage is made, if you know what I'm talking about. So
Right. Disdain, that was you're the one that kind of brought that to the party's attention last session. You bit into the sausage. There was a tooth. You did a medicine roll and figured out that was actually rolled a nat 20, and you knew this was the tooth of a young child, a young human child, and you revealed that to the party. So how's Disdain feeling right now?
Disdain's a little rattled, to be honest. He's can't stand for this kind of injustice ever to be happening to little kids, and the fact that we have had little inklings of it in the background, and we've been so distracted with Strahd, makes him even angrier that we can go and let something like that be right in front of us, and we've gotten health points off these children. This is disgusting. Disgusting.
Yeah, well said. Nico Torrada, how are we feeling about everything?
Nico is right in his element. Nico is right where he needs to be. He is completely comfortable where he's at. If people are kidnapping children or if people are assassinating other people, everything serves Nico the way he sees it. Everything is ordained the way it's supposed to be. And so someone's going to benefit off of it, or the next person is if that person declines. So Nico is very much starting to come into his own as an opportunist right now.
Okay. Everything's fate, right?
It is.
All right. And then what about Dr. Crawford?
And Dr. Crawford, the gears in his head have been turning ever since his conversation with Strahd with the rest of the group. I think he's kind of been thinking about that bit that Strahd left them with of take Irina to Lady Voctor instead of Vicily, and he's starting to think about what the ramifications of that would be. So we may end up talking about that in character more.
All right. Well, I'm excited to see how you guys navigate these choppy waters. Like you might have. I forgot I was supposed to highlight you guys as we went through it. So tonight's session is titled Barovia, Village of Lies, because you guys have certainly started to uncover that there's some deceptions and things happening in the village. But just to recap everyone from last week, you all were in the village of Barovia. You had started the session sort of at the aftermath of dealing with the Bride of Blood, and you had reported you started dealing with Strahd and with the whole conundrum of should you kneel or not. And after a bit of a moment of deliberation, Rogar, you were the one holdout, and you decided to you believed that he had the ability to kill you, and you were like, well, shit, it ain't worth dying. He went to a knee. And then he asked you guys to take a woman that he is in love with, Irina Kolovich, who is the woman you have been staying at her house with her brother Ismark and protecting her. And, he wants you to continue to protect her and get her to the city of Valaki and give her over to a woman named Lady Wachter, who will basically look over her while Strahd begins his courtship of her. He's also told you to stay away from a man named Vasily von Holt, who is an openly anti-Strahd paladin of Lathander. And you guys also that session went back and talked to Amal Kelhaven, who does anybody remember why it was a little awkward being with Amal based on what Strahd's strategy he gave you?
Yeah, because Strahd basically told us that he was about to be deposed and executed to kick a dead horse. And so we all came back, and we all have known from this point that what Strahd says in this land kind of goes. And so we were all just like, drinking drinks with a dead man, and could not let him know that we know that about him.
Yeah. And did you get a sense of what his attitude towards Strahd is?
Yes, it's very indifferent, almost defiant, almost like I know that you know, and you're trying not to let me know that you know, but everything's going to be okay. It was very like he was very confident.
I think
Uh,
Crawford might have gotten a different take after
what
his
was
last
Crawford's
conversation. After giving him, or not letting him see, not giving him that letter from to Gustav Durst from Strahd, I think Crawford's takeaway is that Amal is going to be very, very, very loyal to Strahd. I guess we'll see how loyal as things go, if Strahd's going to have him frickin' executed, but we'll see.
Yeah, so definitely a sense of like I definitely agree with you on the confidence piece there, Nika. But he also did seem to have a reverence for Strahd and the fact that he's so old and he's a master of life and death. And then you guys went back and you spent the night at the Kolovich residence. You had a breakfast there again with her and Ismark, and then you had Father Donovich show up and consecrate the body of their father, who he's going to apparently be burying today at nightfall. And then you went into town, and that's when you had the whole scene there with the bar, and you bit into the sausage, had the tooth, and I think that's pretty much where we wrapped it up. So that's where we are. We're right outside the Blood of the Vine Tavern, and you've got that sausage, like half-eaten sausage in your hand, Disdain, with the child's tooth. You have the party surrounding you. So what do you guys do?
I'm continually spitting out everything. No matter if I'm talking, it's like every other word, just blah, splat, blah. I can't take this. Do you guys see this? You see this fucking tragedy that's been happening around here? Can we deal? What are we doing? What's our plan? Blah.
Love it. Inspiration.
I think we were going south down to the river, right? That's where we need to go.
Mm-hmm.
Why were you guys going there?
Because that's where the fellows' camp was.
Okay, so you want to go confront Follow?
Yeah, Fallow, because we've already kind of talked to Olaf, and Olaf told us that Fallow is the procurer of these fine ingredients. Yeah, he procures the meat and grinds it up.
Okay, cool. So you guys head down through the village, and who's going to take point?
I think Disdain's just pissed off, and he's right at the front.
Love it.
Cool. So Disdain's sort of stomping down the street, and you guys are following behind him. And Disdain, as you guys move through the streets of Barovia, you actually get pretty close to the edge of town. And as you get to the edge of town, you hear some angry male voices, and they're hard to kind of tell what they're saying, but they're obviously like barking orders at someone. And you hear a very soft voice around the corner sort of responding. And as you guys get closer to where the source of that sound is, which is just on the outside of the village, you see a very small, frail old woman with a cane, who looks to be blind in one eye and probably partially blind in the other. And there are two soldiers, guardsmen of the city, and they're both standing by her, and they're both sort of like yelling at her, and they're directly in your path to exit the city.
Do I want to check? I don't know. Can I do an investigation check on the soldiers?
Yeah. What are you looking for?
I'm just trying to see like where their hostilities lie, like what are their weapons, like just kind of gauging the danger of the area.
Okay, so you want to take a look at their weaponry and what their general demeanor is, or
yeah, general
okay,
demeanor would be the wording.
Cool. Give me a investigation roll.
Okay, so that's
Okay,
14.
so you got a 14. So it's pretty straightforward. What you see with that roll is these guys are soldiers. You actually remember seeing these same guys the first time that Constable Payne approached you guys in the city square. So you recognize them as official soldiers. They seem to be actually nervous as they finger their swords. And you notice they haven't pulled their blades out like they have in the picture. But they're basically like saying, you're not allowed here. Master Kelhaven banned you and your sisters from the village. And she just almost seems to be like trying to talk them down about that. She's like, that's just silly, dearie. I just wanted to come and see if Eric wanted any more pastries.
Nico is gonna hop right up to these guards because he's noticed the twitchiness, and he's gonna hop up to the one on the left because everybody knows that the one on the left, the enemy, like when you're looking at him, the one on the left is going to be the weaker one. They always position the one on the right because he's going to have the advantage. Because if he strikes you, he will be using his right arm. That's enough of the Sun Tzu tactics of war. So I'm going to the guard
I
on the
didn't know
left.
that. I learned something. That's great.
So I'm going to the guard on the left.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to just stroll up to him as smooth and cool as a cucumber. And I'm even plucking my viola a little bit. I've got this super charming smile on my face. I'm going to cut in. I'm going to say, I'm Nico Tirada at your service. May I ask you a question?
You're that Vistani that go ahead and roll persuasion. I'll give you advantage. You got him on his heels.
Yeah, we're just getting into it right here. All right, let me get into it.
What you could do here is roll 2d20, and it'll throw both the 20s on the screen at the same time, and then we can add your modifier.
So can I? Okay, so after that, got it. Here we go. It's +7.
Okay, so you rolled a 1 and a 19, so advantage was very helpful because that would have been a critical fail otherwise. So the 19, what's your modifier, by the way?
7.
Ugh, okay, that's really good. So he very much so is like, wow, sir, yes, sir, you're the guys that cleared out the
morgue, yes,
yeah,
the morgue, very well, yes.
you guys. Well, you see, sir, what can we help you with? We're kind of busy.
Well, I just noticed that as we were leaving the city on this fine morning, expecting nothing of what I see now, we're just strolling along, and I see 2 guards, heavily armed, just yelling at this lady. She is old. No offense, ma'am. She is old and quite unarmed. Yet you have massive hatchets, and I'm just wondering what offense she might have taken towards you two or towards the Burgermeister here.
So the other soldier says, "Shut your mouth, Donnie. Don't tell him anything." He goes, "I know that you're not officially members of the guard.
Oh, but
This is not business."
And I'm going to say, excuse me, Donnie, what is the name of your friend here who has just addressed both of us?
That's Lonnie.
Lonnie, are you 2 twins?
No.
Are you twins?
No.
No. Okay. Yeah, you look
day.
like twins. You could be twin brothers. You're so strong and mighty. Lonnie. And I'm going to just kind of focus my attention on him. Lonnie, I do not mean any offense. However, I mustn't take offense with your inference that we do not know or are friends with the Burgomaster. He invited us to dinner this very night. Would you like us to bring up your name?
Oh, that's intimidation, buddy. Give me a little intimidation roll there.
I can do that. We can do that. We're going to do 20 plus 5.
He can say anything he wants now. He's got it all.
Except deception. I don't have deception yet.
I got deception, so let me know if I need to lie.
There you go.
Let me get this advanced dice roller going on here. 20 plus 5. Come on, give me that booty like pow.
Oh yeah, okay. He says, "Oh, you're gonna have. Oh, well, no, I don't want you to mention my name in any kind of negative way. We're doing what the burgomaster wanted us to. We He said that he said Morgantha and her sisters are not allowed back in the village because citizens are spending all their money on their pastries, being left destitute."
Oh, so it is always money. I understand. I'm going to drift back to my party right back here. Thank you, Lonnie. Thank you for the information. Of course, we will send our best to the Burgomeister, and I'm going to kind of scoot very hastily back to
As
my
you start to
party.
scoot away, the old lady says, "Sweetheart, thank you for helping me, but could you please ask these men to just let me go visit Eric at the tavern? I just want to see if he needs us to whip up any more of our pastries for him."
I say, Lonnie, Donnie, it has been such a good day meeting the both of you. Can you please just resume your stations and let this woman pass? She obviously has no pastries on her person. She can go to the tavern. She's obviously not making them there. They only serve beer and wine and stale other things.
So give me a persuasion roll there, buddy. Try to beat a
On
15.
Lonnie or Donnie?
No,
Both
this is
of
just
them?
the situation. Just I'm calling for
Persuasion.
yep,
Okay, cool. Persuasion. Let's do a 7 on that. Does it feel good, Rocky?
Oh yeah,
Woo!
that's a nat 20.
Woo!
Nat 20. So we have a
They give you
critical
your weapons.
success. So these guys, they go, Donnie looks at Lonnie. He's like, he's right, and you heard what I heard from the crier this morning, and we may not even have the same boss anymore by the end of the day. So we're really going to bother an old woman about selling pastries? I mean, that just seems like kind of a mean thing to do. And Lonnie's like, well, orders are orders, but you have bring up a good point. If we don't have a boss, and I do hear the pastries are quite good. He goes, tell you what, Missus. He goes, if you next time you come to town with some of those pastries, if you bring one by me and the Missus house, I'll let this one slide. And she just reaches up and pats his cheek and she goes, sweetie, I'll definitely make sure you get one of our delicious pastries. And she turns to you, Nico, and she goes, and you, my fine, fine boy, if you ever come by the Bone Grinder Mill, you just stop by for a cup of tea and a pastry for you and your friends as well.
Thank you so much, Lady Morganta, was it?
Morgantha, yes.
Oh, of course. We will be seeing you in the present moment, I'm sure.
I can't wait. And
Shit.
sort of starts toddling back into the village, and the
Shit.
soldiers disperse. All right.
Dude, this is so complicated, Rocky. This is very complicated. This entire thing.
Try to be the guy that keeps all this shit in his head all the time.
Rocky's got the hard job. Yep.
He's like, man, should I release 10 of these bastards on them, or take it easy and just do 9?
Oh,
Because
y'all haven't got to Valaki yet. Valaki, this is a village. Valaki's an actual city.
All right, let's go. So the guards went to their stations. Morgantha's on her way to the Blood of the Vine Tavern, and we could either go back to the Blood of the Vine Tavern and ask her a little bit more, or leave the village.
This is a sandbox right now. It's
How far is she?
Driving.
How far is
Oh,
she?
she's a little old lady. She's moving very slow. She's probably 15 feet away.
Could I just do a quick Arcana check on her? Because I've got a sneaking suspicion.
I'm just going to cast a magic missile at the back of her head real quick.
So Arcana is not detect magic. It's more of it's your brain just interpreting. Could this be magic? Couldn't it be?
Okay.
So I'd need to know what you're specifically trying to interpret.
I find that she's, as old as she is, she still has a little bit too much keenness to her, almost as if she has that extra age of a wizard or somebody.
Slyness, okay, slyness.
So give me an Arcana roll. I'm going to make this a very hard one on you. You got to beat an 18.
Okay.
Can I add bardic inspiration yet to him?
Uh,
No, because that's on a saving throw. Never mind.
yeah, that's true.
That's true.
It's
Okay.
not a skill check. Sock, do you know?
What was the question? Sorry.
Bardic inspiration, you can't apply that to a skill check. It
You
needs to
can
be a
apply
saving
it
throw,
to
right?
any, I believe it's ability check, which skill checks are a form of ability
Yeah.
check.
Okay.
Yeah, you can. Yes, you can if you want to. So you can burn one
Okay.
of
I'm going to burn one of my 3 on
That
you.
means-
Hey, Disdain, you better perform. Come on.
So-
And I
so
can do that
that's-
because you haven't told us what you rolled yet.
Perfect. And it's a 2d20 at that point, right? Is that advantage?
No, you get
You
to
add
add
a 1d6 to your result.
1d6.
1d6.
Add it.
Okay.
Yeah.
If and let me make sure I'm right. Only if he wants to use it. He doesn't have to use it, right?
Have
But I'm
You
going
can
to use it
roll
now.
and then use it.
Yes.
No, but you can roll and then find the outcome and save it for 9 more
Okay.
minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, because they last 10 minutes, right?
correct.
Yeah. So
Oh, shit.
What's
Save
your
it.
modifier?
Just save it.
Oh, the plus. Oh, that was a crit fail.
Yeah, it's a critical fail.
Yes, I'd say that. Yeah, and in fact, your character is absolutely convinced that you were being crazy, and she looks actually just like a little old lady. There's no.
Oh, hey, but Disdain, you and I look at each other and we both know she is so good. Just can't prove it. There's no proof, man.
Rogard, what you heard her mention the bone grinder mill.
Mhm.
Did your character catch the reference there?
Oh yeah, yeah. I know I have the deed to that thing. I need to see what kind of profits I need to make off of it.
Are you gonna
You're gonna
confirm?
evict. You're gonna evict the entire lot.
No,
of them.
I
True
think,
paladin of the coin.
yeah, I think we need. I don't think we need to confront her right now. I think we go and check it out later.
Yeah,
Not
well,
right
yeah, I agree. I agree with Rogar.
Okay, so you guys, it's gonna take about half an hour to 45 minutes to kind of travel out of the village, and this is the first time that you guys have really gotten outside of the village of Barovia itself. And what you see once you get into the village is a very almost like a oppressive landscape compared to what you've known before. You know, like the grass is like not a verdant green; it's a very like dark green. The skies are gray, even though it's daytime. It almost still feels like nighttime. You see the river before you ever get to it, and it's not a blue crystal river. It's kind of a brown, muddy, thing, and there's a lot of brambles and bushes everywhere. You have to walk through some patches of woods to get to where Follow said his camp was. But eventually, you find yourself at the base of a hill, looking up. You see a little, pillar of smoke coming up, and you know this must be the camp. And you hear a very familiar voice. It was the first voice you guys heard when you came into the village, from the top of the hill. And he says, "It's Follow," and he says, "Oh, my friends, you have taken up my invitation to come see my camp. Welcome, welcome."
Well, hello, Follow.
I trust the day is treating you kindly.
As kind as one may.
The day is treating us much kinder than the nights.
Well, no, he's at the top of the hill.
Yeah, well, I'm just like trying to cheese it up.
He's like, he goes, "Hold on, I will come down to you in just a moment." He says, "Did you need something from Follow?"
Yeah, I'm gonna say we need your secret recipe. This sausage is so tasty. We are willing to buy it from me if necessary.
All right. So we're gonna roll initiative.
Shit, Rocky told us not to fight this guy. Like when we met him, he's like, "Oh, he's very chunky.
Yo,
you guys did good not to fight him."
That was 2 levels ago. We chunked out that bride like a full level ago too. Like we're so
dude, but we had a furnace at our disposal.
She was.
You
already
see any
dead.
furnaces around here? You see any furnaces? You see
So-
any furnaces?
So Nico's threat to purchase a recipe is where we're at now. Okay.
It's a 10 on the initiative from
I'll
Crawford.
resolve why in a moment. All right, so we got a 10 for Crawford.
Yep.
Okay.
Mine's +1.
Okay, so 4 for Rogar.
Yeah.
4 for disdain.
4 for Disdain. So you guys can decide between the two of you who goes first.
You go
9
first,
for
Rogar.
Nico.
I'll go first.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
I need a quick AFK.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
Then
So I'm disappointed we didn't get to go down to the camp. Honestly, I wanted to go see what's up, not up this hill.
hang in there is all I can say.
Okay.
And we got us a 10 for follow, but I'm going to give him advantage over that roll over Dr. Crawford. So let me get this range. All right, so we got follow at 10. Crawford after him.
See, I don't know if you guys have been blessed to see a national treasure like Tim Hortons before.
Oh, of course.
I've heard of Tim Hortons, honestly.
I'm an American. What is that?
It's how you actually get affordable coffee.
Ah.
All right. Okay, so what we will do now is on our roll 20, we will now go to Follows Camp.
So are we like charging in here, Rocky? What are we doing?
I'm gonna walk you through it in a second. I'm gonna wait for
All
the guys to get back.
I'm back, buddy. Talk to me about it.
Sweet. All right. I'm gonna get a little better grab on this screen here. So just 1 second. I'll tell you guys everything you want to know.
And to think, follow! As you're sizing it up, I'm still talking to him because that's what I do.
Well, what happens is he
Oh.
turns to run.
Well, I'm saying, follow! I always thought your name had a W in it. Go figure. Anything is possible in Barovia.
It's always sunny in Barovia. Okay.
It's always cloudy in Barovia.
All right, you guys. So let me get this thing to where I can see you. 1 second. Having technical difficulties here.
No, it looks great. You're doing awesome, man.
All right, here
Yeah,
we
it
go.
looks awesome, buddy.
Okay, so this is what happens. You guys are at the base of a hill. At the top of the hill, you see follow. And as soon as you say anything about the sausages, you see a look of just absolute shame and terror just fill his face. And he immediately turns to run. And so he got the first initiative roll. And so what he's going to do is sort of move. Let's see. Let me get him to move. All right. So he's going to move to about right here. And so he's running across the bridge because to get to him, you'd have to go up the hill and around. And so he's obviously making some kind of break across the bridge. Next in the order is Dr. Crawford.
All right, I'm going to. So he's moving across the bridge then. Let's see. I'm actually curious. The last time we met him, he mentioned there being hounds that he had. I'm going to use my bonus action as an inquisitive rogue to see if I can spot any clues to where those hounds might be. Are they over there? Are they near his camp?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's going to be. Shoot, is that a perception or is that insight? Or let me double check that. Make sure I'm on the right thing.
And remember on roll 20, you can move your own guy and you can use that little comb and the circle icon to measure distance.
All right. So I guess it would be a search function. So I think that's perception. So let me roll that then.
Okay.
This is my bonus action. Perception is +6. 23. Any clues about the hounds?
There's no dogs around here.
Interesting. Okay. All right. If that's the case, then I'm going to take a dash action to try to catch up with them.
Okay. So very slowly go one square at a time and walk me through.
Oh, that's right. I can control my stuff now. Okay. So this thing, let me make it so I can actually select my character. Select move. It's not letting me select my character. Shoot.
Hold on. Let me see if I can assign it to you in case that got thrown off. Oh, it's not assigned to you. Hold on. I got.
Wait, Rocky, I'm still a noobish intermediate player of D&D. So how far can we move on an action and
30.
still use a 30?
And
Okay,
then you could dash for 60.
But you sacrifice.
But dash consume the sacrifice of the action, right?
Correct.
All right, Dr. Crawford, you should be good now.
Okay, good. So this spot here, that's difficult terrain, right? That's a cliffside?
If you step on that specific square, yes, because that's a ledge.
Okay. And then you prefer us to go down and up and horizontal, not diagonal, right?
That's a good technical question. So if you go down and over, then that's
5,
obviously
10.
5, 10. If you go diagonal, you can, but every other square counts as 10.
Got it. Okay.
5, 15, 20, 30.
All right. So we're at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Stop.
We're at stopping.
All right. So this, what's your passive perception?
Let's see here. Passive perception is going to be stupid high. 21.
Okay, so go one square back.
Okay.
I'll show you why. So as you step on that square, right as you're about to step on that square, you see a bear trap that requires a passive perception of 15 to see before you step on it.
Mm-hmm.
So you're very fortunate that you were the first one to come across it, because it's a very high perception check. So you literally you're running up the hill to get him, and then you almost step on a bear trap and like stop. Now you still have the rest of your movement, but if you step on that bear trap, we're going to have to resolve that.
All right. As a free action, can I just yell out traps really loudly? Okay. Yeah, I do that. So you guys know now there are traps. Let's see here. You said diagonal is 10 spaces. So 10 feet.
Every other diagonal is 10. Yep.
Yep. So I'm going to do the diagonal there to move around the trap.
Okay.
So that puts me, I think, 30 move speed are we at now? Okay.
30.
So 35, 40, 45, 50. Is this bush to my top right here? Is that difficult terrain?
No.
45.
Go back one square though, because you didn't almost step on it, but just because you're next to it, there's another trap. So let me get that out to see. Okay.
Okay.
Keep going.
Shoot, I lost track of what number.
I'm sorry, that was 50 right there.
50? That's just 50? Okay. 55, 60.
Okay.
So that sounds like it's my turn.
Yep. All right. So next in the order is going to be, looks like Nico.
Yeah, you're going first from now on, Zoc, by the way.
Yeah, that's right. You're
my
the
character for this stuff, so.
Yeah, you're the EOD Minesweeper, dude. EOD. That's a huge honor. Congratulations.
Huge honor, huh? Yeah.
So Nico is going to being a master of his environment, he's noticed that Fallow is not of super magnificent intellect, and he would have trapped the areas that are direct paths to his camp, and which I'm seeing are the entrances to the bridge and the path underneath. I don't think that he would have trapped under the bridge because it's just a creek run. So I'm going to move 20 feet in this direction, Rocky.
Now the bridge is about 20 feet high.
Okay, so if I move 20 feet closer to the bridge, I have to account for another 20 feet of height to the bottom of it.
Well, no, I mean you're running to the bridge, which is fine. But
The bridge,
above you.
it needs to be within 10 feet of me for what I'm about to do.
It's 20 feet above you.
Okay, so
Even if you were right at it, it's still 20 feet above you.
okay, so if I sprint right underneath the bridge, that's 30. That's 30 feet.
You know, I don't think that measurement is accurate, because if you go diagonal, it would be 5, 15, 20, 25. It's close to accurate. It's not too far off. Okay. Yeah, it's so where you want to show me where you want to go to.
Okay, so I want to get. So how do I actually move
I
the
can
guy?
I can see your arrow when you do that. So
Okay, all right. So here's where I want to. Here's where I want to go.
okay, so that's 25 feet, not 20.
Okay, so that's showing 20. Okay, so this square is 25 feet.
Yes.
Would I be able to? Okay, so here's what I'm thinking, Rocky. Is
Mhm.
I want to cast an illusory spell on the bridge itself. I want to make it look like it's on fire to fallow. What would that take?
What spell do you have that can do that?
Prestidigitation. It's
I have
illusory.
I have a fire spell. I can set it on fire.
You need a spell like minor illusion or major illusion, something
Okay,
like
so prestidigitation is not going to cover it.
it's a minor effect spell.
Minor effect. Okay. All right, cool. All right, so in that case, I'm going to turn invisible. No, I'm just playing. No, dude, I really don't. There's not a whole lot I can do except follow around Dr. Crawford's footsteps or give somebody inspirations.
Nah, just do it. We got this.
All right, cool.
Just get up there, big boy.
Okay, so I can sprint. What about here? Can you see this arrow, Rocky?
Yeah, we can see it.
Yep. So that would be so that one would be 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. That's about 35 feet of movement. So that you could use sprint to get there.
But I would burn my action.
Action. Right?
What about here?
That'd be right at 30. So you'd
Okay, so I could go there and I could do something. 15-foot cube would be from that spot. 15-foot cube. What would that look like? Could I reach him?
You'd be under the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to go over here then. I'm going to go in Dr. Crawford's footsteps right here.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep, that'd be perfect. So you get right next to that trap. So you just grab your guy and drag him. It should let you. If it doesn't, tell me and I'll sign him. I thought I had assigned these guys. No, I got to assign him to you. Sorry, bro.
No worries.
You should be able to move him now. I'll change the other guys.
Got it. Cool. All right. So I'm here.
Okay, the other guys have control of theirs. Okay, any other action?
No, I'm done.
Okay, all right. So after Nico, we have Rogar.
Alrighty. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move my dude. Oh, hang on, I gotta take this off with the arrow. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna move to here. Is he within 60 feet of me if I move here?
Where's here? Show me.
Did you not see him move?
Oh no, he just moved. Okay, so
Okay.
yes, that's within 60 feet.
All right, can I cast command on him and tell him to halt?
You certainly can try.
Okay.
So command is what kind of save? Wisdom?
Let me see.
Oh, please do that. Please do a wisdom save. Please do that.
Let's see. It says 60 feet, save is wisdom.
Okay.
It's on page 223 if that helps.
Okay, cool. I'm just taking a look at it real fast.
I don't know what he has to beat, honestly. I don't know where that's from.
That's on your first page, or on your.
Is it ability save DC?
It is. It is.
All right.
So
Well,
what is that a 10?
It's a 10, but it says charisma bot. I don't know if that matters.
No. So the way it works is your charisma is what sets the difficulty, and then it's his wisdom save that he uses to determine his roll.
Okay, so DC save is 10 then.
Yep. All right. So I'm gonna give the roll here. Ouch! Doesn't do it. It works.
All right.
So you yell out halt and cast command.
Correct.
Yeah, so don't forget to mark your spell slot. So, okay, so you run up and you're like, halt! And that sort of divine power flows through you, and your voice, which is already like really loud and commanding, just echoes throughout the whole ravine. And Follow, who looked like he's dead set on getting away from you guys, he suddenly just stops and turns around and looks and has sort of a deer in the headlight look. Anything else?
No, that's all I can do.
All right. So after Rogar is Disdain.
All right. So I got 2 questions.
Mhm.
First one, how delicate is this bridge?
I mean, it's a bunch of logs that have been tied together with some rope.
Okay, like so, and would are they like tender enough that they catch on fire, or if just shooting something at it would hope for an explosion?
It's a pretty damp land, so like, they're probably not dry.
Okay, so
Target the rope, dude.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to use gust then, and I'm going to try to blow Follow back closer to Dr. Crawford, kind of pushing him towards the bridge. I was going to try and push him off the bridge, but that would be counterintuitive because no one would be there.
Well, remember, he's also halted. He can't move right now.
Oh, he won't move at all, but I'm just trying to push him to give more advantage, but I can.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Just remember, he can't move.
He might be able to cast another save when he comes back to his turn. That might go better. So
I don't know. I don't know how that works, but in my mind, the bitch ain't moving.
Oh, and yeah, never mind. Gus is a strength saving throw. He would kick its ass. He would kick its ass. Yeah. All right, good check on my side.
Target the rope, dude. Target the rope.
Well, then you know what? I'm gonna sit back here and 60 feet. So that's not 60 feet. I'll have to get myself there. Okay, so.
He pisses me off.
Well, that's 50 feet, but you think it's probably about 60 feet?
It's about 60.
You can certainly try, he says.
I want to use
I need to move up about 15 feet, but that would be 60 feet.
I'll do my 30 movement then, and that would be there, or is it
go towards the go towards the bridge. There you go.
All right.
Yeah, that'd be about
a bear trap.
That'd be about 20, 30 feet.
Yeah, so I'll go to there.
It's gonna be snakes, man.
It's gonna be snakes.
Snake trap.
It's gonna be snakes.
And I'm gonna use Mind Spike.
Okay. So
it's a second level spell, so it's a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. What's he got to beat?
14.
Nat 20.
Damn it.
So the spell slot does still get burned.
Yep.
Sometimes when just because they pass a save doesn't mean there's no effect. It means it's a lessened effect. But Mind Spike.
On a failed save, you also know the target's location until the spell ends, but only while the two of you are on the same plane of existence.
Okay, and that one's from Xanathar's, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me take a look at it. I just want to it's a cool spell. I just want to make sure we don't screw you over.
So that's on a failed save. So there's nothing for an nothing for a successful save.
Are you flipping that? You mean
It says failed save on there, so I'm assuming
Okay.
it means
So
successful
you
save.
reach into the mind of one creature you can see within 60 feet. They make a wisdom saving throw. They take 3d8 psychic damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. So you do get to do the
Oh,
damage.
okay.
It takes half. On a failed save, you also always know their location until the spell ends, but only while the two of you are on this plane of existence. So while you have this knowledge, they cannot become hidden from you. Okay, this is actually extremely powerful, even with a fail. So, so go ahead and roll your 3d8 damage, so I can take half. Okay, shit, that's some great damage. So yeah, so you see him. Yeah, you see him. So that would be what half of that would be round up to 8. So okay, so yeah, so you see him like scream and grab his head, and like some blood comes out of his nose, and suddenly you are very aware of where he is, and you know that so long as you keep kind of concentrating on the spell in the back of your mind, Disdain, you will know where he is anywhere on this plane of existence for as long
All
as you're
right.
concentrating on it.
Perfect.
Well done. Okay, back to top of the order, which is Follow's turn. Now, my understanding of command is that it ends at the beginning of his turn, correct? Or at the end of his turn?
Or is it my turn?
No, this is
Command
that
is Rogar.
Oh, sorry.
so
hang on, let me see.
I'll look at it too.
Yeah.
You guys are actually casting some spells I haven't seen cast for a long time, which is great. I love it.
It just says
Fabulous.
save or follow one word command is what I see here. I haven't looked it up in the spell book. Yeah.
So
Okay,
he follows.
so the verbiage of these spells is really important. So you notice in this spell command, the target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw, which he didn't, or they follow the command on its next turn. So now it's his turn, and you had commanded him to halt. So now is where he halts. So
Okay.
so halt means he doesn't move and he takes no actions. So that means he literally just stands there like a deer in a headlight. Okay.
Okay.
All
Cool.
right. So next in the order is going to be Dr. Crawford.
Okay.
Come on, Doctor.
Mechanical question. I'm looking in the player's handbook, and under the thing for rope, like hemp rope, it mentions that somebody who's tied up with hemp rope can make a DC 17 strength check to burst out of it. Does he get let's assume that he fails the first one. Does he get another attempt every round, or is it just the one attempt he gets to burst out?
That's a great question. So when you roll these DC checks, they represent the full effort you put into doing the task. So if a rogue tried to unlock a chest and failed, he can't roll again and again and again until he succeeds. The one roll incapacitates all his attempts to do it.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So he gets one shot to break the rope. If I successfully tie him up, and if he's still conscious, then okay. All right. If that's the case, I'm going to grab the rope off the side of my backpack, and then I'm going to run up to him and try to start binding him with the rope.
Okay, well, it says that he can take no action, so
Yeah.
go ahead and run up there and give me do you got survival?
I do.
So use survival to do the knots and stuff, like that's kind of your that'd be your Boy Scout check, basically.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fisherman knot, man. Do the fisherman knot.
No. Do a trucker's hitch. Trucker's hitch. Trucker's hitch never fails, dude. Come on.
You guys know your knots. I'm proud.
You better not mention that again.
No.
Do not.
Dr. Crawford's being naughty.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah, you can tell he's like wanting to run or hit you or something, and you almost like fumble a little bit and mess the knot up, and you're just not able to get it tied. Okay. Got a bonus action or anything?
I guess I'll just take another search action, this time to look for any traps that might be nearby that I can see.
Okay. You do see one right behind where you were a moment before.
Okay.
But that's the only one you see around you.
Okay, that sounds like a turn.
All right. After Dr. Crawford, we're gonna have Nico.
Nico's going to run up to assist Dr. Crawford.
Okay.
He's going to run up
So-
about right here and just miss that trap.
Mm-hmm.
How far was that? I didn't measure it before.
15 feet.
15. All right, I'm going to use a bonus action to I'm going to cast Thunder Wave and blow everybody off the bridge. I'm just playing. No, I actually I'm going to use a bonus action and give Dr. Crawford Bardic Inspiration because he's about to get into a whole mess of shit.
All right, I got an extra D6 on my check.
You do have an
Okay.
extra. No. Okay. After Nico Tarada, we have Rogar.
Yeah. So let's see. Yeah. I don't think I can get all the way up there to hit him, right?
Mm-mm.
Let me count. So that measurement thing's not totally reliable. So you go 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. So yeah, where Nico is, like one square below Nico is 30 feet. So yeah, that 20 is 30 actually. So
Okay. So I can't even get close enough to really do anything. Because I don't want to. If I do dash, I could probably get like on the other side of him, but then that would be. So can I go here?
That dash might be the thing to do here, though, dude. We
dash,
need to get
yeah.
ahead of this guy. We need to get it
Oh.
dash as far away, and
Yeah,
Just,
but
just a second.
I don't think. I think I would knock everybody off if I just came barreling through here.
you would
know?
have
Not
to barrel
necessarily.
through him. You would. You'd have to barrel because he's kind of filling up the width of the bridge. So you'd have to move through
Okay.
space, which
And-
there's room for that.
I have another secondary plan. I'm gonna ask Rocky about my turn about burning this bridge down, and so just try to stay as far away.
But you gotta be in character, buddy.
This is me speaking nice.
All right, so I'm gonna go here.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not burning my action, right?
That well, no. So actually, that's so I'm going to put your guy where 30 feet would be.
Like
So-
here-ish, there-ish.
Yes, that's 30 feet. Yep.
Yeah, I'd rather be on this side so I can sneak this way. I don't think you guys can see my mouse, can you?
No.
No, I can't.
I keep moving it like you can see it, but you can't.
That
All right,
that
so-
measuring tool. What's up?
So I'm gonna go there, and
Okay.
then from that point, I could shoot him with a crossbow. I'll tell you, I want to shoot him in his Achilles heel with my crossbow.
Yes.
I don't have called shots as a homebrew mechanic in this game, so you can just shoot him with your crossbow. And if you roll, you know what I told you, if you call the shot and you roll a 20, I'll give it to
Okay.
you. But if you, but I'll make the 1 a little bit worse of a thing if you roll a 1.
Here it comes. Nat 20.
Right.
Loving it.
Is that what you want to do?
Hot
Yeah,
dice.
okay. If I shoot him in his lower extremities, can I say that instead of a
Yeah,
specific spot?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
Shoot
That's
his
fine.
left. I have shot him in his left gonad.
All right.
Not my
so
left
what-
gonad,
what's
my favorite gonad.
We had to borrow some of your gonads. I'm sorry, Bronco.
So he has an armor class of 16.
All right. So he's a big boy.
Yep.
Let's see.
Real thick leather hides on him and stuff.
Big old thick elbows. Big stupid neck.
Seems to actually be really agile for a big guy too.
He's a linebacker, dude.
I'm trying to see. Let's see, 3, 4, 5. I think it's 5 for my plus hit. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right, Rocky? I can't
You look at
tell.
your character sheet.
Oh,
yeah.
Reggie White. Reggie White.
Plus 6
What
actually. Oh wait, for crossbow is plus 3.
Okay, so I got a 20 or a 21 then.
That'll do it.
All right. And let's see. Crossbow damage is 1d6 plus 6, or 1d8 plus 1. Sorry.
Shoot him in his gonad.
All right, there you go.
I'm waiting on the damage.
Ooh.
There it is. 9. That's some good damage there, buddy. All right. So let me mark that on the sheet. So, all right. So you shoot him. It kind of sits into, poof, like goes into his thigh. He like sort of yells out in pain. All right. After Rogar, we have Disdain.
So
Oh,
what I
same.
wanted to ask, because forgot to read this spell, I have Burning Hands, and it says at the end, all unintended flammable objects ignite.
Nice.
Does
Nice.
would that apply to the bridge, even if it's damp?
I will let you do damage to the bridge, and if you hit a
Okay.
certain threshold of damage, then it would catch on fire.
Okay, sounds
That's
good.
cool.
So then that's what I'll use, and I'm going to use it. So it is a 15-foot cone.
Yep.
So
I'm gonna need
my
you to
question-
climb up a little closer.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm thinking,
He's baiting you, man.
Come closer. Little more. Little more. Yeah. Perfect.
I tell you what.
Pricks.
So it'll cost you your movement for this round. I'm not going to make it burn your action, but you're going to need to roll me an acrobatics or an athletics to kind of get up the cliff a little bit, so you're close enough to cast Burning Hands on the bridge.
all right, and both those would be at disadvantage.
No, it's not. You're like a little tiefling, dude. You got this.
Definitely going for acrobatics because my athletics is -1. So
Oh.
All right, let's see what we get.
woo!
Okay.
Yes.
All right, you're good. So you're within 15 feet, and you can now cast Burning Hands.
Oh,
Perfect.
love
and,
it.
That's what you want
and
to do?
it's as much of a cone that it's not going to go and affect Crawford there.
It's Crawford's on the other side of the. No, you're fine. So you're just trying to hit like the middle of the bridge, or
And then also follow, like be straight, as in I'll show you with the movement tool.
so from his but so where follow is, that cone is going to hit the bottom of the bridge first, so it can hit underneath him, but it's not going to hit him because the bridge is underneath him. If that makes sense.
Yeah, we just need the bridge to be down, dude. I mean, we got follow right where we want him, man.
I just want fire close
Do
to
it.
him just in case.
Do it.
Light him up.
Take
All
it
right.
out.
So then this is what exactly check would I need for
You
roll
just damage,
Just
damage,
damage?
baby.
So-
Big,
It's a bridge.
It's a bridge.
big damage, buddy. It's got armor class of 0.
Yeah.
Go nuts.
How does it go out? How does it go out, Disdain?
Alrighty. Okay, that's a big damage too. And I'm also going to use my, because I didn't use that last time, my necro damage spell, the 1d4.
Mhm.
Just light this bridge up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Disdain's like, oh, the wood splinters into miniature zombie bosses that have legendary and layer abilities.
12.
12
Okay.
damage.
All right. So so it's that little orb that actually gives it the little bit it needs. So it actually lights up the bridge, and the bridge starts catching fire after a few seconds of that fire. Now, it didn't immediately burn the bridge down. It's going to take the beginning of your next turn, Disdain. The bridge burnt down. But the bridge is now difficult terrain. It is on fire and falling apart. And someone running across it may actually fall through it.
Oh, good lord.
So, but in one round,
Good.
it's completely gone. So, okay. After Disdain, we're going back to Follow. So, Follow, Dr. Crawford, I'm going to give you a free roll here. Give me your closest to him. Give me a perception.
Okay, sure thing. Roll 1d20 plus 6.
Okay.
All right.
Never mind that. So Follow doesn't say anything, but he runs. And so give me an opportunity attack, Dr. Crawford.
All right. I guess I will.
16.
I have the rope. I have the rope in my hands.
That's
Doesn't
add
matter.
advantage too, right?
So you're trying to tie him up, and then that command spell goes away, and he's like, and like just sort of runs, and the rope kind of falls out of your hand. You can free action pull out a blade and do an opportunity.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna take out the rapier and try to stab him. Can I call shot his leg?
Yes, kill
I
his leg.
am not giving you guys call shot because that makes combat literally take forever. No call shots.
Okay, no call shots. All right, that's fine.
Yeah, I'll let you call out cool actions that you want to do and stuff. But
That's right. If you don't want that mechanic, we don't have to. I was only doing it to try to make him move.
Tell you what, if
slower
you roll a
anyway.
20, if you roll a nat 20, and then you want to
Do whatever you want.
that it's a called shot, then we can have a conversation about
Nice.
It's a 10. That's funny.
it.
That's modified 10.
He's more agile than you would think. So so as he runs across the bridge, he gets right where the fire is kind of at its worst, and then that bridge starts to splinter. So I'm going to give him a dexterity saving throw. And you guys are about to be pissed at me. Oh, wow, he rolled super fucking low, though. So he's extremely dexterous. But maybe because of the magic, maybe because of the fire, maybe because you almost got him tied up, he's like stumbling and panicking, and he's a big boy. And he literally just steps on that bridge where it's on fire, falls right through like a rock, and stumbles onto the ground below. And he takes, let's see, I'm going to make him take a good chunk of damage for that.
Please don't kill him. Please don't kill him, Rocky.
To take 8 falling damage from that.
Okay.
So he like, lands on his side. And he's now on the ground below. And the bridge is now that it's like been stepped through, the bridge is like just coming apart. You could still use it, but it's like going to be even more dangerous to use it now. Okay, next in the order is going to be Dr. Crawford.
Okay, so I'd like to. Your map kind of cuts out at the top part there. Is that it? Is it?
Can you zoom out
further down? Is he going to be able to run away to the north?
Can you zoom out?
There's not a whole lot left to the map. That's the main part of the map. So once you get to where, I don't know if you can see my mouse, but once he gets to right about that area, then he's gonna be gone.
Okay, so that he can keep running that way. It's not there's not like a cliff wall or anything blocking him off.
Correct.
I'm not heading south then to head him off. I'm gonna let's see here. This cliff side, can I try to slide? Is it super steep to where I can't slide down it, or is it?
You can do it. No, you can do acrobatics or athletics to slide down it.
Sure.
All right, is he prone though? Like, is he like?
Yes.
I fell down.
Yep,
he's not on his feet. Okay.
Correct.
I'm going to risk it. I'm going to try to do an acrobatics check to slide down safely.
Oh, I'm right behind you, buddy.
I'm not proficient with this, Rocky. Do I take disadvantage?
Yes, and try to beat a 12.
All right. Acrobatics is +4 at least. I just got a really high dex. So here's the first roll. 4 and the second. So it looks like by the lowest one applies, so it's an 8.
Yeah. So you are going to get down, but you're going to have lost your footing, and you're going to take 1d8 fall damage.
Okay. All right.
So I'll roll that for you.
Sure thing.
You take 5 fall damage, and you're prone at the bottom of the hill.
I biffed it. Yeah. All right.
Biffed it. Go get him, Nico. Go.
I got it. I got this.
So, do I have any movement left, or is that my turn?
No, you have all your movement left. It would take half your movement to stand up.
Okay, so I'm going to stand up. That takes 15 of my movement.
Yep.
I'm going to move up. I don't have the rope with me anymore, so I'm just going to have to try to drop his HP then. I'm going to move up and try to stabby with the rapier.
Okay. You can move right up to him however you want.
All right, so 5, 10.
Okay. Now he's prone, so you get advantage on your attacks while he's prone.
Don't kill him, Doc.
That's good because it means I get sneak attack. I haven't done a ton of fighting on this guy yet.
He looks beefy, but dude, he's broken, man. Don't kill him.
Call your shot. You cut his neck open.
Yeah, I mean, just a little bit. Just 1 or 2 ounces per minute.
1d8 +4 to no, that's damage. To hit is +6. So here's the first roll.
Beefy.
6.
Hit. No crit.
All right, so that's a 23 to what? That shouldn't be a crit.
No, I said no crit, but
he said no crit.
All right, so that's a hit. So then I'm going to be rolling damage. That's 1d8 +4 piercing +2d6.
Show me the damage, Jerry.
You're a doctor, so you know anatomy. Don't cut him where it hurts.
I don't think he's that
Don't
kind
cut
of
his gonads.
He's not that kind of doctor.
I hope this is Rocky. I told Rocky I'm trying not to kill this guy, but just to
Oh my
incapacitate him. It doesn't go straight into dead.
Yeah, you can declare that the damage you're doing is non-lethal, which would be
Okay.
blow. It won't kill them. It'll take them to 0 hit points and unconscious instead. So
I would very much like to do that.
you have to declare it before your attack, though, or I will.
I did though, so
You did. You're good. But he's hurt really bad, but he's
Okay.
not dead. Yeah, you stab into him, and he's like ah, like screaming on the ground. Okay. Next in the order is going to be Nico.
All right, I'm going to join my partner, Dr. Crawford, at the bottom.
Okay.
Down there. Dude, I've got acrobatics. I've got also a grappling hook. What proficiency? Dude, I'm telling you.
Man,
Because I'm a ninja. Because I'm a ninja. Listen.
This is like Spider-Man. Like
Listen.
Shooting grapples at nothing in the air. There's nothing to grapple
dude,
to.
I've got a grappling hook, but what proficiency do I need to use
So
that?
what I would do with the grappling hook is I would let it give you advantage on your acrobatics roll, but you have to use an action to anchor it.
Okay.
So
that makes sense. So I could use an action
parkour
and
style,
slide down the hill. Yeah.
And then you still have your action when you're at the bottom, or you could use your action to get advantage on your acrobatics.
Okay, yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use my +7 to acrobatics to get down the hill and still have my action.
Cool. So it'll take you about 10 feet of movement to get to the edge. So roll your acrobatics.
Right there.
Yep.
Okay.
So roll your acrobatics.
All right.
Nice. Yeah. You slide right down the hill, and you're right at the base. I'll put you where you are.
Okay.
Slide down to right about here, and you still have 20 feet of movement.
That's exactly where I wanted to be. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to, I don't even need to be any closer to do what I'm going to do. I'm going to use, so Rocky, it says cutting words is a reaction. Fallow hasn't done anything to me. So does that mean that I can't cast this cantrip?
Well, let's see. Every time an ability has a reaction, it'll tell you what the trigger for that reaction is. So let's see. So
okay, so it's
has a reaction when a foe within earshot and 60 feet rolls an ability check, attack, or damage. You can subtract your bardic inspiration die from the result. So basically, next time he rolls a d20, you as a reaction can roll a d6 to subtract from his d20 roll.
You know, maybe not. I think I might just want to intimidate this guy to stay where he is. And I can't deceive him because I want to tell him to just stay calm and stay right where he's at because he's in a pickle. So what would that be? Would that be persuasion?
I'm gonna cut his fucking head off.
You're not gonna cut his head off, Rogar. You're actually caught in a bear trap. You took 10 steps to the right there, and you're caught in a bear trap.
You guys have done a shit ton of damage to him. I would tell you that any attempt to convince him you're not going to hurt him is going to be a disadvantage, regardless of if it's whatever.
No, no. What I'm saying is that I want him to realize his plight. If that doesn't take any persuasion, then that's fine. Can I just start talking to him?
Well, it's one or the other, right? So are you trying to say it in the sense of like, follow, stop, like this is silly, like you're going to get yourself killed?
Yeah.
Or
yes.
you say stop or I'm going to kill you. Like
no, I'm saying the first thing. I'm saying stop. This is pointless. Come on, let's be friends.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Cool.
And I'm not going to make you roll disadvantage, but I'm going to make the difficulty level very high. So you guys.
Okay, let's go. What is it? What is it like? What is it like?
18.
18. Beat an 18.
An 18. Beat an 18.
Read the lips.
Okay.
Oh my God. You're a persuasive.
Dude, I'm a Vistana. I'm a Vistana bard. Have you met me? Have you met me?
Now look, persuasion is not charm. It doesn't compel them to do anything.
No, I know. I need it as an end.
He believes your words, and so he's like, you and your friends are trying to kill me, and he like coughs up some blood, and he actually sounds really scared. If I give up, will you let Fallow live?
Was this conversation my action, or do I still have an action?
Yeah, no, you're using this as your
Damn it, dude. Somebody heal this guy and give him some good faith. I'm going to call back. I'm going to say, we need a healer. And I'm going to say, fellow, stay exactly where you are. This did not have to turn out this way. You ran. You fool.
So
That's it.
great.
I'm done.
That's great, and I like it. That was a good use of your turn. Now it's Rogar's turn.
Heal him, don't kill him.
Happens to
Rogar,
be a rope up there.
dude.
What did you say? I didn't hear what you said.
There happens to be a rope up there on the ground next to you, Rogar.
Why is there a rope? I don't understand.
Because I dropped it.
Oh, I got you. All right. I have one on me, so I'm gonna go down here. So
under
I'm
the
gonna,
bridge.
No, not. Let me see. Let me get this thing. So I need to go to here, right?
Yep. So that's about 15 feet of movement. Then you can roll in athletics or acrobatics to get down.
All right. Let me do the roll then.
Okay. Just beat a 12.
Okay.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're good.
Plus
Good job,
6
Wheezy.
also. But,
Oh,
So I'm gonna.
So
I
put
know
yourself
I can get.
Nico, and you still have about 15 feet of movement.
So, all right. So could I get over here to him?
Yep.
All right. So what I
Yeah,
want to do.
sort of like dragon jump off the cliff and just like land, and your quads and hammies are like throbbing.
oh.
And you just
See
like,
the veins in them.
like,
So
and then you
sexy.
run up right to where he is on the ground.
All right. So you said he's hurt very bad. He's not like.
He's
Okay.
severely injured. Yeah.
Dude, his
Alright.
hit points are basically 0. So
Yeah.
he's bleeding out of every
I didn't say
orifice.
that, but I said he's hurting.
Yeah.
Okay. And he's calmed down. Okay. So I think what I want to do is how does grapple work, Rocky?
It's an athletics check, and so basically, you're going to roll athletics against his acrobatics or athletics. Is how it works. I think the initial one's his armor class, and then for him to break it is a check that he makes to try to break it as an action. So you would need to beat a 16 athletics check to grapple him.
Okay. And I don't want to like choke him out. I just want to like hold him still so we can talk to him.
Grapple
Subdue.
movement is 0.
Subdue. Yes.
Mhm.
So what do I need to do for that?
Roll an athletics check.
And that's a
Try
20.
Yep,
Okay.
it's the one you just did for climbing down the.
Okay. All right. And I've got plus 6, so it's not going to cut it.
I'm gonna cut it. Yeah, he kind of squirms away from you, and he pushes your arm off, and you realize, like, oh damn, he's actually really strong. Okay. All right. After Rogar's disdain.
All right.
Bring it
so
home, disdain.
We don't have him like solidly knowing that he's not going to run next turn, right? He can.
Right.
He's probably still going to be running.
We've got him trapped though. We've got him. We got the Y formation going on.
And we have his intention. We have his attention, but not his interest.
And here's the
Okay.
thing: if he moves out of our range, we get 2 of us get opportunity attacks, and we're just going to kill him.
Okay, because
So-
I have I have the ability to do Ray of Frost, which isn't high damage, but will remove 10 feet of movement speed. But if there's something I could better do with an action right now, I don't know.
You tell me, bro.
Yeah,
I think you should cast your subdue enemy, but prevent him from running a spell. Do you
yeah.
have
Okay.
any of those?
No, I do
Does
have.
it
Prepare those.
It does do damage too, though.
Yeah, it's
Talking
only
about
1d8 though. Yeah, it is only 1d8. It's not tons of damage.
I'm going to
right?
subtract a bardic inspiration from that roll if necessary.
I'd be really good with my damage. I don't want to do it now if that's the case.
Oh, dude, I just feel like he's so close, Rocky. I feel like he's so close to looking into the light and leaving the land.
Another question. I have Spectral Hand.
Mhm.
But it doesn't. I can't really do much because he's so strong. He's not going to be able to really hold him down or anything, right?
Just depends.
Like, on what I
He's
decide
strong.
to do.
You can
Yeah.
certainly try.
Because that's not a bad idea. I just don't know. I think I'm gonna just come up and behind him and finish this Y formation.
Okay.
Then hold my hand on him, and I'm gonna ready an action.
Okay.
Right, so that if he does decide to move, I have Ray of Frost ready, and I'm gonna yell out in because I just clarify I do have intimidation, right? Or no, I have deception. So this is where I'll yell. We know your plan. We know what you've done. If you don't slow down now, we're going to find you. You can't run from us.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you all that. So you're going to go ahead and move yourself up to where he is. You've readied your action, so your hand is like glowing with the sort of like frosty energy of the chill touch spell. And you say those words. You say, we know what you've been up to. If you try to run, you're dead. Whatever. That's intimidation. I'm going to give you advantage though, because it's clearly you have every advantage right now to give him that intimidation. So
okay.
That would cancel out his lack of proficiency, right?
Yep.
Oh, so okay. So it's a straight roll. Then.
Advantage, yeah, two of them. Two of those bad boys.
Skilled at it, yeah.
I said technically I only need to do one.
Right.
Plus, come on. And then it is still 4, so okay. 13.
Okay. I'm going to give him a perception roll here. Okay. Yeah. He is like, stop. No, please. I do not want to die. No one would take care of Olaf if I was not here. Please. I am sorry. I'm sorry I ran. And he stops attacking. In combat.
Awesome.
Nico's going to say, and I was just saying how much I like this guy. I was telling you how smart he is.
He didn't clap Rogar in the shoulder and wait, Rogar.
No, he's far away for the shoulder clap, but I would have if Rogar was closer because Nico has taken a shining to Rogar ever since he tried to cast Evil Eye and he shunned it off. Nico's trying to suck his ass. Say, right, buddy?
All right. What do you guys want to do?
Interrogate the hell out of this guy after my bio.
All right.
Bio break.
Take a quick bio.
All right, bio break.
Recording. Okay. All right. So we just had our bio break. You guys have follow now. Kind of sitting on the ground, looking up at all of you. He's wounded. He looks really scared, really anxious, but you guys are surrounding him. Disdain, your hands glowing blue with that cold energy. Rogar, you got, I assume, your crossbow or your I don't know what.
The sword's back out.
The sword's back out. Yeah, Dr. Crawford, you're standing there with your rapier. You've got Nico kind of standing behind the group. You guys are at the base of this little trench. You got the fire of the bridge above you crackling, and the bridge is pretty much all but gone.
Nico's just going to whisper a word under his breath. He's going to say, Vishnad.
So, I'm going to step up a little bit closer to follow. And now that he can kind of, I don't have to intimidate him as much and we got the upper hand on him, I'm going to look at him and say, what did you think was going to happen with all this meat you were finding? You told us that there were wolves. You told us that you were a hunter. I found a child's tooth inside your brother's damn sausages. You have some explaining to do before I go and let go of any of this energy right now, son.
The wolves, they eat the children, and then I take the wolves to my brother, and they must have gotten into the meat from butchering the wolves.
I'd like to make...
Nico's going to shout out, he's lying!
Can I do a deception check on him? Is that something I allowed to do, or
investigation?
Investigation, I have that.
Or perception.
While he's doing that, can I use my ear for deceit ability? I can make an insight check to tell if somebody is lying or not, assuming I roll well.
That would be great. In fact, I'll give you advantage on that.
Okay.
Nice. Good job. Get him, Doc.
So let me make sure I'm rolling the right thing.
Oh, I got an nat 20.
Oh, that 20. Get it.
I need to come up with like a graphic, like when we roll in that 20. What? It's just like the craziest, like, yeah, just like.
That deserves a
Insight
bowl.
+4. Okay, so the part of this ability means that I treat any roll of a 7 or lower as an 8. So this might be. Oh, never mind that. 21.
Okay. Cool. So you guys both know he's lying.
Okay. Yeah.
He's sweating. He's stammering a little bit. His eyes are darting around.
I step
It
another
also
step.
doesn't make sense. Like the meat would be in their belly, and you wouldn't be eating the belly inside of the belly. It would be the meat. Like
I step just that much closer to him. I put my blue hand just right against his face, and I say, I am not here for any kind of your stories. I've seen what happens. You're going to tell me the truth right now, or you know what's going to end. And your brother will follow.
no, not my brother. He starts crying, man. He starts like bawling his eyes out. He goes, "You do not understand. Growing up here it was very hard for both of us. Olaf is a very special boy. He hears voices from something he calls the dark powers, and they want sacrifices. When we were little, it was just bugs and later cats and dogs. But as we got older, Olaf said the dark powers needed greater lives. And so when possible, I find the criminals and the bandits that roam the countryside, and I bring those to him. But there have not been many for quite a while. And so I am ashamed to say some of the children fell into my traps. They were already dead. I did not want their lives to go to waste, so I brought them to my brother. And he said the dark powers would accept the sacrifice. And if they are not appeased, my brother can become less than human. He becomes like a monster.
So you're telling me that your hands were forced within here? We couldn't have at least explained to the children's parents what have happened to them falling into the traps? Was this the best course of action?
I gave them to my brother so that he could appease the dark powers.
Nico's going to step up and say, all I hear are excuses. I will give you that. You're a man that is currently rooted in fear, and I pity you. But can you tell us, where is the center of these dark powers? Do you know where the children are being taken to make this happen?
My brother, I cannot. If I tell you, you will hurt Olaf.
I do not need your information to tell me where this is. I can go to your brother right now and curse him to a half-life. He thinks he is a dog, but he is a man. What kind of joke would that be on the streets of Barovia? Do you want me to do that? I would go to him right now and curse him. I can do it.
Give me intimidation.
Yep. All right. So intimidation coming right up.
Pendleton. Okay, that's pretty good. He says, no, you must understand. I know you are dangerous men. I'm meaning no disrespect. But he is my brother. Our parents died when we were little. The last thing my mother asked me to do was protect him. I cannot tell you where to find him. You will hurt him. I cannot even if you kill me, I cannot tell you.
I do not need to know where your brother is. We know where he is. Like I said, I could go to him and curse him right now to a half-life. I want to know where the meat and the sausages are being made. Where do you deliver the bodies? Where are they? Where is this place? Surely you can tell us this.
It is the same thing as telling you where Olaf is, for that is where he is right now.
Pause, guys. Could it be the bone grinder mill?
I wonder,
Could
but I do not. I know it is the
Could
bone
we-
grinder.
could we use Rogar's deed as a, hey, I own it? Tell me.
Let's let Rogar decide that. Where's Rogar at? Rogar?
I'm getting whiskey delivered. 1 second.
Yeah.
Whiskey delivery.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Sorry, had to get whiskey. So I don't know if that'll work. We can try it though. Roro asked him if he's heard of the bone grinder mill.
Yes, everyone knows the bone grinder mill is between here and Valaki in the hillsides. Why do you ask about the bone grinder mill?
I have a suspicion.
Can I make another insight check? Does he look genuinely confused, or did?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think it's the bone grinder mill. I don't think so.
Oh,
Shit.
it is.
Shrug. Rogar's alone in his thoughts for a second, so somebody else can go.
I'm going to turn to Disdain and say, "Well, Disdain, you seem the most passionate about this out of the lot of us. What do you think we should do at this point? Even if we assume that he's telling the truth about the children already being dead when they were in his traps and that it was an accident, that would still be manslaughter and covering it up, which is not great. So, what do you think?"
I still have him in my hands, and I still have it pointing at his face, and you can see the washing back and forth over me. And I do feel that attachment of family and wanting to save your family and understanding what a curse can do to somebody. And I push him down in disgust, right? And I step back, and as if it wasn't for how you talked about your brother, you would not be living right now. Understand your sins are your sins. You have let these children's parents go wandering and wondering about what happened to them. But I understand about the fear for your brother. Let us help you or perish. As in, like, we're either going to help you through this or...
Bro, that was beautiful. I'm going to give you another inspiration, and I'm not going to make you roll. Like, he starts crying. He goes, "I am so sorry. I am not a bad man. I do not know why I did this horrible thing. If you promise to help me talk Olaf into turning himself in so that he can be helped and not killed, I will go with you, and I will take you to him where he makes the sausage."
Well, Follow, from the beginning, we've seen you be a jolly, wholesome man. I don't see you having a full dark soul. Thank you for letting us help you, but no, you're still within our sights.
Of course, you are men of mercy. I will, if you promise not to kill my brother, I believe you will help me redeem him.
We will not kill your brother. And then I turn to the guys and wink about like the priest's son.
Okay, so I'm going to walk forward, and I've got some sausages left. I'm going to give him 2 sausages to eat to heal him up.
I almost threw up. I got like 18 left. I don't know what I'm going to do with them.
I feel like it is only proper that you should eat some food to heal yourself, sir.
I do not want to eat them.
Do not tell me you're a vegetarian. The man of your stature? No, you must feast.
I'm not a cannibal. I don't want to eat them. I didn't say that, but he doesn't. He almost looks sick when you try to feed him.
And I grinned the wickedest grin I've ever produced in my life at him, and I back off. It's very knowing.
I kind of want to eat a sausage, honestly.
Please do. Please do.
I'm a big dragon, so does that really
Mhm.
matter? I don't know.
No, it does not.
Yeah, it's not cannibalism for you. I guess not for me
Mm.
either, right? Like
I
it's
mean,
just children. But like
you've
veal is
eaten
okay.
Alright, so-
you've eaten goats and babies
Anthony,
at the same time.
Yeah, so I mean, you're partially human because yeah, you're even though you're part demon or devil.
Yeah, okay.
all right,
Fellow, are there more traps scattered around besides those? I think enough people have died from that so far. We don't need any
Yes,
more.
I know every trap I have laid in this wilderness. I will not let anyone step on any traps. I promise.
All right. Well, Justine, what's the plan?
take us there.
Let's head. Let's. Do you have anything in your camp you need to grab before we're off? You may not be coming back.
I would like to get my weapons. I know that you will not let me hold them, but if you would grab my pack that has my hatchets and my bow, it is how I make a living. If you,
I will do it. Nico will do it because he is at your service, but just know, Nico does not respect you as a man. You're welcome.
I thought we were friends, Nico.
No, we are not friends yet. You have to do something for me to be friends. And you've only caused me very much pain. I had to get down the side of that damn cliff chasing your fat ass. Thank you. But no, I will get your weapons. Thank you.
Okay, so it takes about 10 minutes because you guys gotta get him on his feet and kind of get him around the edge, and he walks you around all these traps. And he's got a lot of fucking like there's still like 3 more traps that you guys haven't discovered yet. But he walks you around each one of them, and you get this pack at his camp that has some hatchets and has a looks like a little crossbow, with some bolts. Yeah, so he says, okay, I will take you to the village and I will show you where my brother, where he makes the sausage. Do you guys go with him?
Yep. I'm
Okay.
going to be staying behind him with my rapier at the ready in case he runs.
Okay. So you guys go through the village, and you pass actually the Durst household again, which is a little creepy, because it's all burned down now, and you remember that whole thing you went through going through it. You walk almost to the other side of town, which is kind of opposite of where Irina's manor is and where the chapel is. It's sort of off to the east, whereas those are to the north and west. And you're at this house that looks pretty nondescript, even though there is a pretty big chimney that does have some good sized smoke coming from it. And it's locked, but Follow actually has a key, and he opens the door, and you guys walk in, and it's a very bare bones cabin almost. I mean, it's just a basic house. But he goes over to the fireplace, and he actually pushes the fireplace, and there's a little apparatus that opens a door with a stairwell that leads down.
Ooh.
And he says, he is below. My brother is below.
Nico's going to step up and say, now, your brother Olaf, does he have the same homicidal tendencies that you seem to currently possess?
He is a simple man. Except for when we were little and I caught him hurting the cats and the dogs, I promised him I would bring him the sacrifices if he would stop doing that, and I've never seen him hurt anyone ever since.
Okay, and as we walk down these stairs, how are you to know that we are not just another sacrifice delivered?
Because you are not children stepping into a trap. You are heroes. You've almost killed me.
I just want you to know that Nico Tirada does not respect you still as a man, and you shall stay here until we return. I cannot promise your brother safekeeping. You realize this, yes?
But you said you would help me help him.
I will if we can. We all will if we can, just as we helped you. And I'm going to move closer to him, and I'm going to offer him another sausage. Are you sure you do not want to eat the sausage for healing, my friend?
No.
Okay, so you know what you have done, yes?
I suspected.
Okay, let us go. I want to tap Rogar on the shoulder because I know he's close to me and I really want to suck his ass.
All right. So what's the order you guys are going down in?
Rogar first.
I'm behind. What's his name? Fallow. I'm not leaving him up there to close the door behind us when we all go in.
Yeah. I think
Very smart. Very smart.
I think
overlooked that.
I think I go first, and then I think we send Fallow in after me, and then you three behind him.
Okay, perfect.
That's what I think.
Yep.
I want to be right behind Fallow because I'm going to be whispering shit in his ear the entire time.
All right. So,
I hate this guy.
So we've got Rogar, we've got Follow, then we have who's after Follow?
Nico.
I'm after Follow because
Nico.
I hate this dude. Yep, absolutely.
Okay. Then
Give
we
me a
have
reason.
Dr. Crawford or Disdain.
I'm fine with either.
I'll go in the very back.
Okay, so Dr. Crawford and Disdain. Okay.
Right.
So you guys go down this stairway, and it's actually really deep, like deeper than you would think a house of this size would have a stairway going down, and you know you're below street level, right? And as you go down these stairs, you see a light up ahead, some like flickering candlelight. And then right as you're going down towards the bottom, you feel this like force kind of hit you from behind, Rogar, and I'm going to need you to make an acrobatics check.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
That's not going to be super fun.
Come on, buddy.
+1 to that.
Okay, so you just go. He showgirls you, man. He just pushes you down the stairs, and you sort of stumble. And you're a big dragon dude or whatever, so you ended up like stumbling the bottom of the stairs. You take 3 bludgeoning damage. You're prone at the bottom of the stairs. He runs. Nico, you get an opportunity attack.
Okay. All right. So I'm actually I'm absolutely going to just draw out my rapier, which I never do, and I'm going to go for him.
Okay.
All right. Rapier is.
You said I took 3 damage?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So I get a +5 to hit. Let's get that.
It beat a 16. Nope. So he whiffed the air. This dude's actually really agile. And so he runs down the stairs, and you guys are like, what the fuck? And as he's running down, he screams, brother, it's time. They finally have come for us, just like we knew they would one day. He goes, they say they do not respect us. We will show them to respect followers of the dark powers. And you guys get to the bottom of the stairs, and you look into this sort of underground complex. So you see meat hanging, you see piles of rotted meat with flies going around. You hear these deep barking, and you look ahead, and in the floor you see some strange like moving device that's built into the floor with some gears and spikes constantly moving and churning. And then from a set of stairs on the other side of the room that can go deeper steps Olaf and 2 giant mastiff dogs. And we're going to roll initiative.
Got this, guys. Let's get it. We got it.
I got a couple ideas. I got some.
Good.
You're not going to fool me, Olaf.
I'm 13.
Okay.
Ooh.
That 20.
You need to save those, man.
Yeah, save it up, buddy.
Yeah, I use all my crappy rolls for initiative. Like a true champ.
That's right. True expert.
All right, so
So does that mean I get initiative like twice, right?
Let me move you guys down around a little bit. So we've got Rogar at the bottom. We've got Deco kind of right behind him. Then we got Dr. Crawford, who's kind of catty corner, and Disdain.
I'm pretty sure Safe Light is not currently up at 10 o'clock at night Central Time booking appointments for the next day. This is how we win, Weezen. This is how we do it.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys have control of your characters. Just one
But
second.
I know what I'm doing first. So
Yes, that's my cousin. You have to let the big dog eat.
Okay, so let's get the initiative tracker and figure out what's what. So
Yeah.
I'll do the bad guys last, but let's start. So we've got.
And she gave me the bad whiskey, just so in case anybody's curious.
Oh no, just Jack Daniels. That's it, just straight Jack Daniels. Ugh.
All right.
It's not the best.
So Nico, I see a 13. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get you on 13. All right. Then we've got Dr. Crawford with the 15. Is that correct?
Looks like it. Yep.
All right. Then we've got Rogar with a 3. Good job.
Thanks, man.
And then we got a nat 20, 21. Can't crit on an initiative.
Sucks.
Be pretty cool if you did. Did have a friend that homebrewed that if you crit on an initiative, you get advantage on whatever you do on your first turn.
Yeah, that sounds
That'd
like
be
a good plan.
That'd be so
Yeah, let's
cool
do
if you
that.
did.
Why don't we do that? So whatever you decide
Yes.
to declare as your action on your first turn, you're going to get advantage on it. Okay.
Yeah,
And if it's
do
an
that.
attack, it would be an advantage attack. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now let me roll the baddies. So the dogs.
They look like Zool.
All right. So we've got dogs are going to be combatant 3 and 4. So we'll just do combatant 3. So, all right. And they rolled a 14. All right. Okay. Let's do follow.
That prick.
He gets an 8. He rolls pretty low. He's going to be combatant 2. Actually, yeah, hold on. Let me switch those. So, okay. And then finally, we got Olaf. So Olaf is going to roll +1. He's a 3. So you guys got fortunate on that. So Olaf's going to be number 1. So he's going to go in front of you, Rogar. Okay. So you got these 2 big boys and 2 big dogs. You guys see our Roll20 map here. So yeah, that's what we got going on here. So let me zoom out just a little bit.
Yeah. So where are we? Okay, I see us. Okay, cool. Got it.
All right. So first in our order is going to be Disdain.
Okay, so I was trying to think about anything fancy and do some of these like neat things I've been thinking of. But now that I got advantage, I'm just going to be pissed off. I'm going to get up because I've got thirst for follow right now. He has lied to us. He's deceived us. And we tried to give him the benefit of the doubt when we could have had him dead a while ago. I hate to say it, but Rogar was right. And
He usually is.
So, I'm going to move my full 30 feet.
Just so we're clear, nobody healed him or anything. So he's
No,
almost
he
dead
wouldn't
already.
eat my sausages. I tried to tell the guy he would not eat these sausages. I told him to do it. He would not. I do not respect him as a man.
So I want to be right there to kind of give myself a little bit of cover, but it still gives me full advantage. So I'm going to literally pop off on this guy right now. I'm going to do a 2nd level magic missile with my plus D4, but I'm also going to go and turn it into one of those twin spells that I can hit twice.
Now, Twin Spell, I don't think lets you double the damage. I think it lets you hit, if it says it's a target of 1, you could split the target into 2.
Oh,
so
okay.
That you can make magic missiles hit other targets. But
okay, and does my magic missile have enough space to get that massive right now?
It does. And magic missile, by the way, is the worst thing to use for advantage because it's an automatic hit spell.
Okay.
Oh, Rocky's the best DM on the planet.
So then I'll go and switch it into like let's go chromatic orb then.
That's a good one. That's a real good one to use it with.
All right, and I'm gonna set it with poison damage.
Ooh, okay.
Oh shit, dude.
It's gonna still be a 2nd level spell.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it will be twinned as well if I I'll roll with advantage right now to see. And it's plus.
So yeah, resolve the attack roll first. Or the spell
Exactly.
attack roll. Yep. And then while you do that, I'm going to take a look at it and see, because I want to make sure that's how twinned works.
Okay.
And I'll
So
check that while you look up.
do I have to roll my advantage to see if it hits first?
Well, yeah. So chromatic orb is a spell attack roll, but you're going to roll at advantage because I gave you that for your rolling a 20.
Yeah.
So just whatever your spell attack modifier, which should be at the top of your spell list.
Yep.
Just roll d20 with that twice.
So yeah, it's 12.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So then, so you rolled a 6 and a 2, huh? So
Yeah.
12. Okay.
Because my attack, my modifier is 6.
Well, what was the other target you wanted to hit?
The Mastiff in the back.
Okay.
That's
So
number
2,
1 or 2?
2.
2. I'll hit
So
2.
okay. So roll your spell attack for him because he's got an armor class of 12. Let's just let it roll. So, all right. So you throw this orb of poison energy damage. It passes through your sphere, adds on some necrotic, right?
Yep.
But you actually follow like Matrix dodge it, and then the other one, because it split, right? The other one slams into the dog, and so give me the damage. The dog's going to take that.
So that's okay. Plus.
Yeah, he's pretty agile for a big boy. Oh my god.
That's a pure.
How does the dog die?
Wow, dude.
This poison damage goes and grabs it, and you can just see the green rise into its eyes, and it just bursts as poison just coats the ground.
Holy hell, dude.
The dog just like starts foaming at the mouth and like and just falls over, just bubbling poison, just bubbling out of its pores. No dogs were harmed in the making of this night's video.
I yell at Follow, you lucky prick.
He was very lucky. That would have been horrible for him. Okay, so now we're going to go to next in the order, which is Dr. Crawford.
All right, I'm going to move up, rapier drawn. Let's see, can I control my character? I can, yes. Yep. All right, so diagonal into Nico's, that's 10 feet. Down
we'll just, when there's 15. No grid, we'll just use the measurement thing.
Okay. 20, 25, 30. All right, so there's my movement. I want to use a bonus action to do a search for details on whatever the heck that, I think it's called Strange Machine is. Mm-hmm. Yep. I want to know more about that. So would that be an investigation or perception, do you think?
Investigation.
Okay. Roll 1d20 plus 6. Good roll, 22.
That is a very elaborate grinder. And you have not seen anything like that since you were in the a temple of Mechanicus in your travels. It's a very advanced piece of machinery that probably has some degree of magic enchanted into it as well. But very strange to see something like that in the middle of a tiny village like Barovia in a land that's obviously been cut off from the rest of existence for a long time. But there it is in front of you, this very advanced meat grinder that's built into the floor.
Okay.
It's about 10 feet wide, 10 feet across.
Built into the floor, you said. So
yeah.
Does it look like there's going to be more? There's some stairs down there heading down.
There's stairs behind it.
Does this look like this is the tip of the iceberg of a larger machine?
It would indicate so, yep.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Or at the very least, whatever goes in the grinder comes out on the floor below.
That makes sense, yeah. Okay. I don't think I can hit Fallow on this round. My rapier is drawn. At least I'm going to use my action to do a dash to get some more get further up.
Okay.
So let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So there's a little space in between me and Follow. I'm just short of being able to hit the guy.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. So after Dr. Crawford, we have looks like it's going to be this is Follow. So all right. So Follow. So you're not within 5 feet of him, right?
Right. There's a 5 foot distance by the look of it in between him and me.
So he actually continues to run, and let me use the distance thing here. So he continues to run to right about here, and he kind of takes cover behind some barrels. And then when you see him come up from that cover, he does have a crossbow in his hand that must have been behind the barrels, but he doesn't fire it on you just yet. He used too much of his action to get over there.
Fair enough, yeah.
Okay. After Follow is Nico.
Dude, I'm looking up something. The animal friendship cantrip with my evil eye. I'm looking at this. I'm looking in the handbook right now. I can't find it. I need to know the range.
Yeah, so let's see. It'd be animal friendship spell. So let's see. Animal messenger. Animal friendship's 30 feet.
Okay, 30 feet. Thank you, sir. I don't think I can get there, man. But let me just check. Yep, no, can't get there. Okay.
Dude, Disdain just melted that dog.
Yeah, he did, man. He absolutely did. The fellow is running like crazy.
He's almost dead, man.
He is. And
you should let me kill him. You should let me kill him. Just saying.
Okay, Rocky, do you see my arrow there? Can I use my action and just to sprint to this spot?
Yeah, when you dash, you get 60 feet instead of 30. So.
Dude, so how close could I get? Could I get over here with 60 feet?
Yep.
I'm gonna move over here just to the south of the doctor.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna do.
All right.
All right, move your guy.
All right, cool. And I'm
All
done.
Right, after Nico, we're gonna have looks like the dog. All right. So the dog just starts barking, and you hear Olaf say attack. And the dog is going to have obviously a lot more room or a lot more movement than you guys, not that he really needs it. He's going to attack you, Dr. Crawford, first person he sees.
All right.
Okay, so let's see, what's his modifier? +3.
My armor class is 15, so you're going to want to beat that.
Can't do it.
Right.
He bites at you, and you sort of backpedal away. Okay, next in the order is going to be Olaf. Okay. All right, let's see what Olaf can do. So Olaf has 30 feet of movement, so that's going to put him. I'm going to put him right here. Okay. So you guys see Olaf like run forward. He goes, "They will make wonderful sausages, brother." And he's kind of half covered around that corner. Okay, now it's Rogar.
Yeah. How close can I get to this dog?
I mean, use the measurement thing.
Yeah, I don't think I can get close enough, honestly.
Yeah, you can get on him.
Yeah. Let's. I'm gonna hit the dog.
Okay. All right. So Mastiffs have an armor class of 12.
Okay. All right. Let me see this new thing here. So.
No, you swing at him and he just sort of dodges underneath it and barks and growls at you. Miss him. Okay. Back to top of the order is going to be Disdain.
All right. I'm not going to lose my focus on follow. I'm going to take myself as close as I can. Hopefully I can get a good angle. One sec. Oh, no. I want... So that looks like 30 feet. Would you give me to there?
Yeah.
Okay. And that gives me angle on follow, right?
Right.
So I'm gonna still.
He's partially covered, so he gets to add 3 to his armor class. So you got 19 AC to beat.
All right.
But spells like Magic Missile automatically hit.
That's exactly what I was planning. Was a magic missile, and with my necrotic 4, like with my book. But if I remember correctly, the sorcerer's points were initially there to add a spell slot, right?
You can burn. I think it's 2 sorcery points for 1 spell slot.
Okay. Then that's I don't think I want to do that then. I was just going to do my regular magic missile with the extra D4.
Okay.
So that would be 2D. So would it be 2D4 plus 1 because I get the necrotic there?
3D4 plus 3. And then, well, hold on. So magic missile. Geez, you're making me question myself. Hold on. I should know the spell super well because I cast it all the time, but I'm rusty. Okay, so 3 darts of 1d4 plus 1 each. So that's 3d4 plus 3. But then you're going to add a d4 because you're casting it through your orb. So it's 4d4 plus 3.
4d4 plus 3.
Okay. So these missiles just unerringly shoot through the air and stab into follow. How does he go out?
Yes.
As he's running, because he's sitting at the back home behind his brother, almost in like safety, right? And he doesn't see that as these missiles go wrap around his brother, they slowly peg him on the shoulder, peg him in the ground. He go to his knee. The last one hits him in the face, and he just falls down.
I love it. As he falls to the ground in shock and astonishment, he says, "I love you, Olaf." And like just bleeds out on the ground. Olaf sees his brother fall to the ground dead and starts wailing, just starts screaming. The dog and like yelps and kind of takes a step back. And when he looks back at you guys, his eyes are yellow and his veins are just as pumped out as they can be. And he is just filled with rage. And he's now resistant to all damage. All right.
Well, that's good.
What about the grinder? There's a grinder.
Next in the order is Dr. Crawford.
I will get away from the Hulk, buddy.
Yeah. I'm going to do a disengage action on the Hound. I'm going to move south towards Nico.
Okay.
So 5, 10. All right. And then I'm going to use my insightful fighting ability on Olaf the Butcher. I'm going to try to figure out something that I can do to try to do some sneak attack damage on this guy if it comes to blows, which I think it's probably going to.
Oh, yeah, it will.
Plus 4, 23. That's going to be against his deception, I believe.
It's a really high roll, and I said sometimes I'll give you extra stuff when you do this ability. Sometimes I won't, you know?
Whatever you feel comfortable with.
I think what you might be able to, looking at him, you might be able to ascertain it's not just that he's resistant to damage. He looks stronger than he looked before.
Okay.
But yeah, you will get that sneak attack damage.
All right.
Okay. All right.
My turn.
After Dr. Crawford is going to be the Poochie. Actually, that would have been Follow, but he is now gone. So it's Nico.
Okay, so Nico's going to attempt to turn this Poochie against Olaf with the animal friendship cantrip.
Okay.
He's within range. Just got to figure out, do I cast this cantrip with a +3 for my
So it's
charisma?
animal friendship cantrip.
I thought it was, dude. It's a derivative of the evil eye.
Right. Hold on a second. Let me find the spell and I'll tell you what's up. So
And once I reach the 3rd level, I can cast the animal friendship spell once per day at its lowest level.
so it's a level 1 spell, but okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So it
But I
This
cast
spell-
from my
so this-
charisma.
that's cool. It says the spell lets you convince a beast you mean it no harm. Choose a beast you can see within range, which is 30 feet. If it sees and hears you, if its intelligence is above 4, it fails, which this dog is not above 4. Otherwise, it succeeds on a wisdom saving throw or it's charmed. Okay, so what do I have to beat? What's your spell check?
My spell check is spell check. It's 13, isn't it, with charisma?
It should be on the front page of your character.
Yeah, it's ability. Is it ability save DC?
Yep.
Yep, it's 13.
He rolls a 17.
Shit.
Yeah, he's like.
Oh, dude, he's super mad.
Yep.
That was my action. I'm done.
Okay. After.
Can I use a bonus action?
If you have one to use, yeah.
I'm going to turn invisible. Yeah,
Is that a bonus action?
it better be.
You can do specific things with bonus actions based on your class.
It'll say bonus action next to the spell or ability if it's a bonus action.
Is that under the B category?
It would say B under action.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Let me double check. That doesn't sound right, but
It says B, and what is P?
Oh, that sounds almost like a damage type, bashing, piercing.
There's a category at the top of my spell list
under
called
casting
B.
time column, what does it say? A.
Casting time. It says 1A.
That's action.
Okay.
So-
Oh yeah, if it says 1 BNS, that's bonus.
Yes.
Yep, bonus
Got it.
or-
Okay. I'm done, guys. Please kill this
Okay.
dog. He's
Spit,
mad at me.
baby. Okay, after Nico is going to be the dog. So let's see. He's right up on Rogar. He's too dumb not to realize that you're so armored. He's probably not going to hit you, so he is going to attack you.
Okay.
12, not going to do it. You just sort of push him off with your shield, like, get off me, dog. Okay, after that is going to be Olaf. So Olaf is going to move forward in a rage, and he is on you, Rogar. And you're the closest. And he's going to attack you with his 2 attacks. +7 modifier. Hit
Uh-huh.
and hit. No, not hit. So when he misses, because he's raging, he is going to get advantage on that roll. See if he gets another shot at hitting you. And he hits both times. You're going to take 2d6 plus 4 slashing.
Okay. Let me ask a question. Hold on. As a reaction, can I cast my shield scroll? What does that give me?
+5 to your armor class.
Yeah, let's do
You get a
that.
24. And do that.
Hang on, let me see. I can't see rolls. Yeah, he just hits me once that way. So yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Well, it takes you to 24, so he wouldn't hit you either time.
Well, one was
Okay.
25.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
do
you're
that.
right. I'm sorry. There was the 25. You will take one.
Shut up, Disdain.
Yeah, you gotta be honest.
How many
Just saying,
rolls?
it's math. It's math. You got to respect the math.
Okay.
All right.
Otherwise,
then,
it'd bite us in the ass.
so then you as this dude's running towards you, you quickly pull that scroll out and you say the magic word. The shimmering shield appears in front of you, gives you +5 armor. And so you watch as he still manages to clip you good with that cleaver. You take 11 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then the second one clangs off that shield. So I've got you
Okay.
down to 21 hit points right now.
All right. 11.
because of your fall damage. You had.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I was sorry. Yep. 21.
All right. After that is your turn.
Yeah. And you said he's immune to all damage. So
It says
Resistant. Resistant. That's half.
all right. Well then, I'm gonna just attack him back.
Okay. He's right now got an armor class of 14. Not that hard to
Okay.
hit. He's just wearing like an apron, so.
That's a strong apron. 14. Damn.
It's got some thick skin. That's a hit. Almost a crit.
Yeah. Let's see what I want to do. Let's see. I'm going to. There's something I can do that's against the dark arts, so to speak. I can't remember what it is. I'm trying to find it. Actually, it's fine. I'm just gonna roll the damage here.
Okay.
You gonna smite the guy?
Oh yeah, he's getting smited. So it's 2d8 plus 1d6 plus 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think I did that right.
Yep. So 14. So yeah. So so he smacks you really good, and then you smack him really good. But when you hit him, dude, it feels like you're hitting a tree, like a giant tree trunk. Just that sort of, yeah. You hit, and he absorbs the blow, but it almost bounces back off of him a little bit, and he's barely hurt.
Okay.
All right. After Rogar, we're back to Disdain.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty stupid in a sense, right?
He's
Like,
enraged.
Picked up that he's a scholar or anything.
Yeah. Would he think his brother's still alive? Could I use minor illusion and cast a sound of follow calling from him in the other room to come and help him to distract him for a second?
Certainly try.
I think you've got
All right.
advantage too. You've got inspiration a couple times,
Yeah,
right?
I'll use one of my inspirations for this, for sure.
So you're specifically, and you're keeping up with your spell slots, right?
Yep, I am 100%. And this
Okay,
is a cantrip. This is just my minor illusion is my new
So
cantrip.
minor illusion, you create a sound or image of an object when range. If you create a sound, its volume can range from a whisper to a scream. It could be your voice, someone else's voice, a lion's roar. But it's on loop, or you can make it just a one-time thing. So you're going to do loop, or you're going to do a one-time thing.
I'm going to do a loop of him whimpering and asking for help because it'll last for 1 minute.
Yes, and it's not concentration, so it just
Yes.
keeps going.
Exactly.
Okay, and then he has to make an intelligence check to see if he believes it or not.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, so that's your action. You're going to cast that.
Yep.
Yeah, this is where it gets fun, guys. This is fun.
Yeah,
stuff.
this is where it. Yes, this is where D&D gets hard.
So it's still my regular attack at that point, like attack.
Well,
modifier?
you don't roll anything. It's a save for him.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so all of a sudden you hear Follow saying, "Oh, brother, help me," and it's just kind of on this loop, right? And then, he's like, "Follow," and he like turns. It's not his turn, so he can't do anything. But like he definitely thinks Follow's calling out for help.
Perfect. And then I'm gonna just go and actually I'll stay exactly where I am because I still have to look into the room. So.
All right, Dr. Crawford.
All right. Shoot. Let's see here. Let me see if I can. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, I can make it. All right. So I'm going to try to move up to start supporting Rogar to where I can hit Olaf. So I'm going to be 5 and 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So
That'll do it.
all right. I'm going to, since I've got insightful fighting up, I'm going to try to stabby this guy with my rapier.
Okay. 14 armor class.
20 plus 6. I think it's 6. Don't check that. Yes. That's it. Not nat 20, but still 20.
That's a hit.
So,
That's good damage.
All right. So that's 1d8 plus 4 plus 2d6.
Hmm.
19 damage. So I would imagine the resistance is going to take a good chunk of that
Yeah,
out.
it does, but that's still a lot of damage. Okay, yeah. So you slice into him, and same thing that Rogar kind of experienced. You're like, it's like trying to push your sword through a tree trunk. Like it's just he's so tensile, you know. But you do cut him. You do get blood gushing out of him. All right, Nico.
Okay, so if I cast invisibility, I can cast healing word as a bonus action.
Correct.
Will that healing word bring me out of stealth?
No.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do invisible. I'm gonna cast healing word. On
That's a good
Rogar.
question. Let me double check that. 'Cause
Okay, please do.
casting a
Okay.
spell might break invisibility.
That's what I might believe.
Can you cast it then go invisible?
Yeah,
Or
if
is it
you
No.
automatic?
cast a spell, it takes you out. So you could cast it and then go invisible.
Yeah, but invisibility is not a bonus action.
That's okay. You can do bonus. You can do them out of order.
Oh, okay, yeah, let's just do that then. Let's switch it. I'm gonna do healing word on Rogar.
Think of it like this, just for mechanics lesson real
Okay.
fast. Pretend each round you have a token that says A, a token that says B, and a token that says R. Okay?
Okay.
Your A token's your action token, and an M token for movement. So you have an
Right.
action token, a bonus action token, a reaction token, and a movement token. You don't have to use any of the tokens, but everything you try to do has a cost that's one of those four things. Okay?
Okay.
So if you for example used the dash action, you used your A. Now you can't
Okay.
attack because attack
Right.
takes a token, right?
Okay.
But you could still attack with your offhand because that's a bonus attack.
Sure.
It requires the B token. So what you want to do right now is use a B token for
Yep.
healing word and an A token for invisibility.
That's what I'm doing. I'm doing a healing word on Rogar, which is it's 2d4 plus 3.
Healing word, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's 1d4 plus 1d4. I think that's the highest level.
That's per spell slot. So if you cast it at level 1, it's 1d4. If you cast it at level 2, it's 2d4. So what spell slot are you going to burn?
It's level 2. Let's do it. Let's burn them both.
2d4 plus your modifier.
Yeah, that's a plus 3 for my charisma.
So 2d4 plus 3, second level slot.
Okay. And do I roll it or does Weezin roll it?
Roll it.
I roll it. Okay.
You're the healer, you roll it.
Yeah, you're playing me a song, buddy.
Dude, okay. All right, dude. I'm gonna play Freebird.
Play me some Van Halen, man. Let's do this.
Okay.
6 seconds, yeah.
Freebird 6 seconds.
All right, so you get 6 H. Oh, those are terrible rolls.
Takes you up to 27.
Did what I could, buddy, and I'm invisible. Boom.
All right.
All right.
After Nico, it's going to be the doggy. So the dog, seeing that it's very difficult to do anything to Rogar, is going to beeline over to a less difficult target like Disdain, and you get an opportunity attack, Rogar.
Yeah, baby. What do I got to hit?
If you want to use it, it's 12 is the armor class.
All right. So,
Ooh.
okay, and just why would I not use it?
Maybe if you think Olaf's going to move away from you, you'd want to save it because it costs a reaction. So
Okay.
it would be your R token you're using for the opportunity attack.
Okay.
Get one
yeah,
reaction per turn, yeah.
yeah, he's not going anywhere. He's locked in. So all right.
He does have that lute voice in the background, dude. He does have it.
I know. That's okay.
All right, dude. It might not be okay. All right. Love you, cousin.
Yeah,
Kisses.
I'm gonna kill this dog, man.
Love and
Chill
hisses.
out.
Hit. So roll damage.
Um,
How's it go out?
Oh shit!
well, as he runs away, I'm going to take my sword, and if I may take a little creative freedom,
Mhm.
I'm going to sling my sword at him as he runs away. It's going to cut his head off. I'm going to yank the scroll out, and it's going to come back to me, slicing him right down the thorax.
Oh
I
shit!
love it. I love it. In fact, I love it so much. Inspiration.
Yeah.
Oh, boomerang effect.
Yeah, I love it.
All right.
All right. Cool.
All right. So the dog is now out. So we're going to go to Olaf now. And I think there's about, because of what Disdain did, I'm going to give it a 50-50 shot that he'll leave to go check on his brother versus just doubling down on killing you guys. Protect his brother. So I'm going to roll a 1d100. If I roll 50 or below, it's going to be he goes back. If I roll 50 or above, he's going to stay. So he's going to stay. He's like, I'll kill them, brother. I won't let them take you. And so he's going to attack you again, Rogar. He's kind of stuck on you. So, let's see. 1d20. Let me check my modifier. I don't want to. Okay. Okay, miss, but he gets advantage when he misses. So, hit. All right, now he hits you, but it's actually not a cleave. It's an ability called the Butcher's Grapple, okay? So he grabs you up in his arms, bro, and he starts to drag you with him, okay? Now, Dr. Crawford, you will get an opportunity attack, but if you miss Olaf, you will hit Rogar.
Okay.
Do you choose to take the opportunity attack?
Does he have to be my
Yes,
my
and I will
armor
use
class?
inspiration if you allow me to make that
Yeah, of
to
course.
increase my
Yeah.
odds.
He's got a 16 armor class.
All right, so it's 1d20
Don't burn your
plus
inspiration
6.
until you see that you fell, but
Okay, fair enough. All right. I think it's a hit.
It's a hit.
All right, so I don't need to use the inspiration then. All right. So then I'm rolling my damage. Roll 1d8 plus 4 plus 2d6. Make sure that's correct. It is 19. Cut that in half, and that's what he takes.
Damn. Man, I just imagine Dr. Crawford, like, you remember like Sherlock Holmes, where like in the his
Yeah.
fights he like
Yeah.
calculates everything about his opponent and just like I just imagine that's how
Cross
Dr.
jaw.
Crawford fights.
Yeah.
Okay, so now what happens here is got Olaf dragging Rogar with him, and he drags you all the way to the pit, Rogar. And I'm going to need you to give me a strength, an athletics check against his athletics check.
All right.
It's inspiration if you have to.
Yeah. What is his? Are you gonna roll his, or do I need to roll
I'm
mine
going to roll
first?
it right now. It's
Yeah.
plus 10.
Holy shit. Okay.
29.
Oh boy.
Wow. I don't think you can beat that with inspiration.
Guess you're going in the pit.
He almost rolled a crit, or nat 20.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right. Do I get my
that's a
inspiration
nat
now?
20.
No, that's a nat 20.
That's a nat
Okay.
20.
I don't know.
So he tries to throw you in the pit, and you just bust out of his arms, and you're like, no! And he's just standing there looking at you filled with rage, and you're screaming at him with dragon rage. It looks like some WWE shit right now.
John Cena.
You picked a hell of a moment to roll a 20 there, Rogar. That might have been your end if you hadn't.
It was beautiful. Okay, back to Disdain. No, I'm sorry, Rogar.
All right.
Turn.
All right.
Throw him in.
Let me ask
Throw
a
him in,
question.
Rogar.
Let me ask a question.
Uh-huh.
All right. Can I move to his north and then thunderous smite his ass into that pit?
Hell yeah.
Certainly try.
That's what we're gonna do.
You can certainly try, man.
All right, let me move my guy first. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna go up here So this doesn't move me out of his 5-foot range.
As long as you don't leave his range, you're fine.
Oh, okay.
All right. So gotcha. So I want to move up there, and then we're gonna attack his ass. D20.
That's
Right.
yeah, that's a
15.
hit.
All right. So I'm gonna use Thunderous Smite, which knocks him back 10 feet.
Yep. If he fails
Yeah.
the strength saving throw.
The soundtrack should be Bulls on Parade by Rage Against the Machine right now.
Are you guys able to hear the music okay? I didn't.
Just barely, man. I'm
Yeah.
missing it, dude. I'm very musical. I need it.
I could
Alright,
do a
hang
better
on.
job with the music, that's for sure.
Give me.
Try
I
this.
gotta find it. Hang on.
I think I found a way to do this.
D6. So that's okay. So 3, D6. I didn't do that right. Hang on.
All right, now hold on, because
No take backs. You can't triple stamp a double stamp. No anti-Quincy's, no Quincy's.
I know. Hold on. I'll figure this shit out.
Yeah, I can hear that.
Are we good now?
Yep. Absolutely.
I just don't have the dice on the screen now. Is the only bad thing.
I do.
You guys got it.
Yep.
All right. So Rogar, you hit him for 16 damage. I'm gonna roll his save, which is plus a 7. So,
Mhm.
which is what is he trying to beat? What's your spell save? 10.
10. Yeah.
Okay, it's got to be a 10. 24. So you do the damage. He resists a lot of it. The sound is so loud it makes your guys' ears like pop. But once the sort of explosion's over, Butcher is standing on the edge of that grinder and he has a edge.
I couldn't hear that last bit, Rocky. What did you say? He was standing at the edge of the...
He has advantage.
No, yeah. So Olaf, he beat the save, the strength save. So he was not pushed into the grinder. He's still standing there.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So after that, it's going to be back to Disdain.
Alrighty. What would be the next thing I can do here?
What have you got, Disdain?
Help me.
Yeah, there's no way he's considered a small or a medium creature, eh?
He is medium.
He is medium.
He is medium.
Yep.
Oh, well.
Yep.
He's probably at the very upper echelon of what gets to be medium, I would imagine.
Yeah, I'd say so. He reminds me of my mother.
Okay, I think I figured it out. I think I figured out how for you guys to see the dice rolls, get the music. Dude, that was crazy. That's funny. All right. So what are we doing, bro?
Mama, is that you?
You guys have been on mute. I've been talking to myself.
Oh no.
Oh,
So I don't think I can risk a gust because I'd have to really get over, like, I'd have to be like right there to properly gust, and that's going to take double movement to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Fellow's dead, right? His
Yeah.
token's just okay.
So I think I'm going to move myself there for
Okay.
30 feet. Get myself parallel with Olaf.
Okay.
And I'm going to go and I just have a sneaking suspicion that there may be some wrongful doing here. Let's just ensure there's no health gaining. Let's do a chill touch on him.
All right. Spell attack. Beat a 14.
Damn it. Don't do shit.
No.
oh,
Sorry. All right. After Disdain, that's going to be Dr. Crawford.
All right. Let's see here.
You guys hear the music now?
yes.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Is there a way for me to turn it down just a smidge? or
Okay,
no?
tell me if it's too loud, because
Up just a fuzz.
okay, up a little bit. How about
Right
that?
there. Perfect.
Good.
Nice.
Okay. So I'm going to move up. So that's 5 and 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I'm going to use a dash action to get a bonus action to get a little more room so I can run up and DPS this guy again.
Okay.
5, 10,
Oh man.
15. All right. So I am going to stabby this guy. 6. Not nat 20, so that's a hit, I think. So roll 1d8 plus 4 plus 2d6. 20 damage cut in half.
Okay, yeah, but you're starting to see that he's wearing down. You've done so much damage to him, Dr. Crawford. He is like hurt
Love
bad.
it. Love it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So next after Dr. Crawford is going to be Nico.
I think this has been the most like a Warcraft fight ever. I'm sitting there taking all the damage, and you guys are doing all the damage.
Yep.
I got one more cooldown left, guys. We're gonna be fine. I'm gonna pop shield wall. Here we go.
What are we doing, Nico?
Okay, so I want to move into the door just in front of Disdain here.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Fairy Fire on Olaf so that my compadres can have advantage on the attack rolls if he doesn't resist it.
All right.
Fairy Fire, he's got to beat a 13.
And what's the saving throw?
Saving throw?
What kind of stat does he have to use?
It's oh shit! All right, for Fairy Fire,
Strength, wisdom, charisma. What is it?
it's is it dexterity?
Okay, that sounds.
Yeah,
right.
it's dexterity. Dexterity. Yep, that's what it is.
He rolls a 2. Actually, an at 1, so he definitely fails.
Okay. So what do I roll?
What happens? No. So tell me what happens.
Okay, so I bust out my lute and I start strumming some strings, and you notice this guy light up, and he lights up all the area around him, and you notice that you've got the upper hand on him. You notice that he's responding to these musical notes, and he seems a little bit weaker because of the music that he's hearing, the inspirational music, because he's in a very dark place and he doesn't know how to balance that out with the darkness and the light that he's hearing right now. And so all of your attacks have advantage, I think, right, Rocky?
Yes,
with
you are correct. All of your attacks now have advantage on him while he has this.
So you're rolling 2 plus your 2d20 plus your modifiers, and we take the best of the 2. Finish him off.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
Let's get him.
Your target. Okay, so after that we have his turn, and he just sort of yells at Dr. Crawford.
Oh, is this my end of Dr. C?
And he's gonna roll to grab you.
Ah.
Sure if it's targeting armor class, then it's a 15.
He fails, but he has that ability. So
yeah, this is a scumbag ability, by the way.
It's
scumbag. So he grabs you.
Yep.
I need you to make an acrobatics or an athletics saving throw.
Okay, acrobatics would be my better bet, but it's a disadvantage. Roll one.
No, this is a contest roll. It's different.
Okay. All right.
So he is going to roll his athletics against your acrobatics then.
Yeah, don't let him roll first. He'll get a damn 30.
All right. It's a 10. Do I want to spend inspiration here?
Well, wait and see what he rolls before you decide.
Okay.
He rolled a 21.
Yeah, I'm going to use a point of inspiration to redo that.
You have any others?
Do I want to spend my last point of inspiration?
Well, what do you get with inspiration?
He's chunking you into the grinder.
Yeah, I'm going to use it.
All right. Question: What does inspiration give us? I don't remember.
A re-roll of a 20.
That's it.
Okay.
Highest I got is a 15.
Okay, so he picks you up and he chunks you into the grinder.
All right.
And so you land and you feel, what kind of armor do you have?
I believe it's just like some leather, nothing fancy.
Okay, shit. So you land in this thing. Here's what I'm going to do for you, because I don't want you to think I'm a dick.
It's all right. It's D&D. Characters die.
Dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
But you got to beat a 15, and you're still not going to like it even if you beat it.
All right.
Come on,
Dexterity
doctor.
saving throw. It's a +6 and a proficient at least.
Okay. So you land in this thing, and you're going to take some damage, and then whatever damage I give you, you're still going to be able to crawl. Like literally, you're going to hit the grinder, hit all that shit, and immediately kind of pull yourself out.
Mhm.
But the damage will have been done regardless. Okay.
Okay.
So you're going to take 48 damage.
Okay. 48 or 4d8?
4d8.
Okay.
God.
48.
Oh no, that might be my end anyway. That's 22. That's
Yeah. So you're.
yeah.
down.
I'm in negatives, so I don't even
Wait,
know if
how
I'm.
many hit points did you have?
I had 20,
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
so I would be unconscious on those gears.
No, so the save was like your reaction to, oh my god, this thing's like grinding me to death, and you sort of like sprung out of it.
Okay.
So here's how it looks. Olaf takes you and chunks you into the grinder, and you guys watch this blood and gore just geyser up out of the thing, and you only hear Dr. Crawford scream. He doesn't make a sound, but he almost on instinct pushes as hard as he can, and he launches himself out. And he lands on the ground, and he has taken some severe damage to his legs, and he is laying on the ground, basically bleeding out right now. And you're going to fail every death save until someone can stabilize you. Okay. All right. After that is going to be Rogar.
Yeah, I got it. Okay. So he's hurting though, right, Rocky?
He looks damaged. Yeah. He's
If I don't get help, I'm dead.
all over him. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about Olaf. I got you. I can figure it. So we got 3 turns until Crawford's dead, right?
Essentially, yep. I'm still going to make him roll, because if he rolls a nat 20 or a 1, it's going to be 2 death tokens.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So where is Crawford exactly? Is he just
So
on the
good
other
question.
side?
So he kind of sprang out, and he's over here now on the ground.
All right, so he's not close to me at all then.
He's about 20 feet from you.
Yeah, I can't do that though. We got to kill this guy. So I'm gonna attack him again.
Okay.
Get him on that grinder, man. Can you shield slam him?
I hope so. Mm-mm.
Nope. He you know what? You smack him, and he doesn't even like register it. All right. After that is going to be back to Disdain.
DPS.
Yeah, dude. Disdain hit him.
Yeah. I think.
I can save Crawford. Just kill this dude first. Palm Pyro, whatever you got.
Palm Pyro. I'm gonna use Magic Missile. No fucking around.
Level 1 slot.
Yeah, level 1 slot. Not burning anything crazy.
44 plus 3.
Plus 3. And is that including my necrotic
Yep.
thing? Okay.
Yep.
17.
Yeah. These missiles into his side and back, singeing. You see the smoke coming from the wounds, but he's like focused on Rogar right now. Okay. After Disdain is Dr.
Physical
Crawford,
damage. We need
I need
physical damage.
I need a death saving throw just to see if you roll a 1.
Yep, coming right up. It's just a straight 1d20 for those, right?
Yep.
Not a 1, at least.
So you do take a death token, though.
Yep.
All right. Next is going to be Nico.
Okay, so we're past the point of words right now, right?
No, kick his ass, Seabass.
Dude, I can't, dude. I mean, my abilities, man. My hands are tied right now. I'm hurting, not physically, but dude, I'm exhausted. So is there any talking to this guy, Rocky?
You can certainly try.
I mean, you can try. That's all I can tell you. You can try.
Okay,
Stab him.
All
Just
right.
stab him.
Stab him.
You want me to stab him?
him.
Do you want me to stab him or
Yes.
talk to the guy? Because man, if I convince him the weight of the justice upon him to
I
throw
don't think he
himself into the
understands-
grinder,
He's throwing people into a grinder, man.
I'm like, dude, you're throwing my buddies into the grinder. You should go in there, right?
I don't think he's got the intelligence to respond.
I get it. He's enraged. I get
Yeah,
it.
look,
Okay.
I got one spell slot left. You gotta have to hurry. That's all I'm telling you.
You have lay on hands. That's not a spell slot.
Well, I know, I got that. That's how I'm gonna save you, but I can't use it right now.
Yeah.
What? Hey, so what area does Thunder Wave count, Rocky? That's the last offensive spell that I have for big damage.
So
I'm gonna hit Rogar. I'm going to run up kind of in between Rogar and Olaf and cast this thing. I mean,
I don't know.
the
good
doctor's
buddy.
already dead.
Look at it together. So,
Dude, it is it does 60
Thunder.
no.
Wait, I think it's a Xanathar's, isn't it? Hold on.
Dude, it's a 15-foot cube. So what does that look like? That's the area of effect.
Thunder. Is it Thunder Wave? Is that the name?
Thunder Wave. That's the name of it. Yeah, it's a Thunder Wave, and it's pretty hefty. 2d8 plus 1d8.
I don't know that.
Oh yeah, here it is. Here it is. My bad. That's my bad. It's down here. Okay, so Thunder Wave is a wave of thunderous warp shoots out from you. Everybody in a 15-foot cube originating from you makes a con saving throw and a failed save. They take 2d8 thunder and they're pushed 10 feet away. Yeah, on a self.
Into the grinder, essentially, is where this guy would go.
I'm picking up what you're laying down. I think I know what you want to do. So you want, correct me if I'm wrong, you want to move basically between him and Rogar.
Yes, the line of scrimmage, and I want to push Rogar back and Olaf down.
I love it. Okay. So I need both Rogar and Olaf to make a Constitution saving throw. What's the number they're trying to beat?
Constitution saving throw is going to be
your spell. It's your spell difficulty number, which is on the front of your sheet or at the top of your spells.
It's a 13 ability
So
save.
we got to beat a 13. So Rogar, you got to beat a 13 con save, and so does Olaf. So Olaf gets a +3.
Shit.
Not a nat, but it's a 20. So he's going to take half damage, and he'll not get pushed back. Rogar, how'd you do? Rogar, you take full damage and get pushed back 10 feet.
Okay.
So I'll move you back.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, so I'm rolling damage, yeah?
Yep. What's the damage?
It's a 2d8.
Yep.
Yeah, because I'm just casting at the lowest level. I'm not burning anything else. Watch this just be critty.
That's chunky. 13 damage to Rogar and about 7 damage to Olaf. So Rogar, I got you down to 14, buddy.
Yeah, I'm for 14 from 35, by the way.
Yep. Okay. So after that, we've got Olaf, who now has Nico in front of him.
I can do this. Let's go. I've got all kinds of stuff.
He gets to roll advantage to see if he gets another shot. Miss.
Nope.
2 misses.
Critical miss.
I'm gonna shout out at him. I do not respect you as a man.
Hit. So you're going to take single cleave damage, which is 2d6 plus 4. You're gonna take 14 slashing damage, my friend.
All right, and that's down from 29.
I had you at 24 because of that fall damage from before. So it's.
I didn't take any fall damage, did I? I didn't take any. I slid right down like a
you
monkey.
did, Rogard. Oh, you.
Yeah, I was a ninja.
I had you at 24. I wonder why.
Right.
No.
Crawford, I think, took some.
Oh,
Yeah,
maybe.
Crawford did.
Oh, maybe that's it because I was
Yeah.
off on the math on you dying. Okay.
So what damage was that, Rocky, on mine?
You just took 14. So does that put you at 14?
It puts me at 15. Yep.
Gotcha.
15.
You have 15 hit points. Okay.
All right.
So yeah,
all right.
it hurts. You're like, what the? Like that,
Yep.
that just goes right into you.
I still don't respect you.
Respect my butchering skills.
No.
Okay, it's Rogar's turn.
All right.
Come on, Rover.
I guess we're gonna belly up to the beast here and try to knock his ass in.
Okay. You try to do shove action.
Just as a reminder, if Zoc rolls a 1 next turn, he's
I'm
dead.
dead.
So if you do have a thing to help him, do it now, just in
Call out.
case.
I'd also like to say, just as a player, out of character, if you guys would rather focus down the boss, it's entirely on you. I don't get butthurt about character deaths, so just do whatever you guys want.
I do. I really like Dr. Crawford.
We need the doctor
Well, I
to
like
come
Dr.
back in here.
Crawford too, but it's D&D. If I get down,
as a
it's screwed.
DM, I get super butthurt. I've had characters die that like we got emotional about them dying because they had been through so much, you know. Okay, so there is an ability called shove. Trying to find it. Maybe that's only a shield. Like,
There it is.
where's it at?
Underneath
Shove.
Mark. Yeah.
So you move an opponent 5 feet or make them prone by winning a strength check against them, an athletics check against them. Okay. So if you want to push him into the grinder, you're going to roll your athletics against his athletics. He's got 2 more bonus than you do. So he has slight odds in his favor, but if you succeed, you're going to push him into that grinder.
All right.
Oh, that would be beautiful.
I can use Gus though. I can step back and use Gus. Like that's my plan next time. I would go for Crawford personally. Like that's my side.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
but
get Crawford up.
You make your
on.
decision, Weezing, but
Okay. So, but I have inspiration as well,
Mm-hmm.
and that gives me another D6, right?
No, inspiration is
Advantage.
you roll at advantage on a d20.
So you roll 2d20 plus your modifier.
Take the higher
take
of
the
the two.
highest.
Take the
But
best one.
Just remember last time you rolled against his athletics and you lost. Right? I know you're strong.
I won. I did a nat 20.
But yeah, that's why you won because of a nat 20.
I really want to kill this guy, but I don't want to let Crawford down. So let me
Do
see.
what you want to do, man. When in doubt, think about what Rogar would want to do in character. Go with that.
So I can get to him.
Yep.
Yeah, you absolutely can.
All right.
I'm a little stressed out right now, guys. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, dude, you should be, Rocky. You brought us to this. It's your fault. Your fault.
See, I'm not the DM that like looks in the mirror after and cackles at the evil I brought on the players. I'm like, oh, that character, why did we lose him? He was
No,
so cool.
hey, but you could have told us about that wicked grimace on Fallow's face just before all that happened. He grimaced wickedly.
Out of character, Zoc, do you have any inspiration or any kind
I
of
am
modifier?
tapped out. I spent everything I had to try not to die back there, and this is the best I got. So
We're getting close to the whole party being tapped out, Wheezy. I mean, spell slots and all that. They're about to be cooked. So
I'm good on spell slots. I still got like 3 left.
I've got one left.
you're a wizard. I've got 1 left. The same here, but
what? All right, let me ask this just as a mechanics question. So if I hustle over there and I heal him for lay on hands for 10, does that put him back in play?
He'll be positive 7, and he'll be back in play.
And I can burn 1 more healing word on him to follow up with that to get me away from this chunky bastard.
And it may not even last that long if my gust is successful, right? Like there's.
I hope your gust is successful. That's the plan currently.
If you don't see, I
Nothing.
can do a pretty big gust usually. Like it
Yes,
fogs
you
up the
can.
place, so.
No, this is going to put Nico in a lot of danger. What is your athletics and your acrobatics? Are you good there?
Dude, I'm going to be okay. My acrobatics is +7, so.
All right. So I'm going to go over to Crawford. I'm going to glow with holy light, and I'm going to heal him for 10, which is half of my lay on hands.
Yes,
All right,
radiate
back to
that goodness all over me.
You're prone,
Okay.
but positive 7 hit points.
Positive 7. All right.
Holy goodness, by the way.
Yes.
All right. After Rogar, we're back to Disdain.
All right, so I'm gonna move right there. Oh,
Yeah,
You
don't
can
get
move
close
through-
to
you
that
can move
dude.
through
Man.
you can move through a friendly's space, no problem. You can't move through a enemy space, no problem.
so yeah, and I do need to be within 30 feet to do gust.
Yep.
So yeah, that looks like a
Yep,
good
you
spot.
can do that.
That keeps me without reach. So then I'm gonna do gust on him.
Okay.
It's a strength saving throw of D.
Now,
Of,
is it a cone?
seize your air and compel it into one of the following effects. Medium or smaller creature will do a if they must succeed on a strength saving throw to be pushed back 5 feet away from me. Or I
How do you find out the shape, Rocky?
I
How do
want
you
to know.
find out
It'll
the
say
shape?
in the spell description.
Yeah, I don't
Oh.
see anything that says cone.
Remember, his strength is +8.
Yeah, but it's the thing I can use right now to push him in. If we're just gonna try and hope that he has enough
So you're
damage.
casting the gust of wind spell, or you're casting
gust. It's
gust
from
of wind. There's gust.
there's gust. That's what I have.
okay.
Gust, and it's
All
just
right.
a cantrip.
So one medium or smaller creature you choose must succeed on okay, so it's one. So it's very small puff of air. But this actually does work in this situation. So because he is medium. Well, that means he has to make a strength saving throw. What's he got to beat?
14.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good. Pretty good. All right.
All right, I need somebody to change Rocky's dice out. Somebody get in there
Oh!
and change.
Buddy, he
Change-
just like holds his arms up. He's like takes the wind, and he's like, "Is that all you have?"
All right. At that point, I really got nothing left. I ironically throw a sausage at him. Can I do that?
Oh, I will allow that.
I got
If you will let me have him catch the sausage, eat it, and get 3 hit points back.
Damn it!
No, do not throw any meat products. This guy is a carnivore. Yeah. He
All
is
right.
not a vegan.
No sausage, I assume. All right,
No sausage.
Dr. Crawford, it's all you. You're laying prone. You're at +7.
Okay. All right. And my legs are regenerated enough from the lay on hands so I can move, right? Okay.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to rise from being prone so that's half my movement. I'm going to 5, 10, 15. I'm going to go right back in there to try to DPS this guy down. We need to take him out.
All right.
If I
Okay.
go down again, don't try to heal me again. Just I'm dead. Save yourselves.
I got you, buddy. I got you.
Let's
I
get it.
I got a few tricks up the sleeve here.
Let's get it.
I got one trick up my
That's a
sleeve.
single trick. It's rating, but
Okay, so it's 1d 20 plus 6. It's an 18. That's a hit. Roll 1d8 plus 4 plus 2d6. 14 cut in half.
All right.
How's it go out?
Yes!
So while this guy kind of doesn't really realize that I'd gotten up after everything he'd done to me, I sneak up behind him, I take the rapier, and I catch him right in the back of the skull, like right up through the skull there.
Oh, yeah.
His
So
brain.
he's-
Yeah.
He's sort of focused on disdain and that spell he casts. He's looking at Nico, like drool dribbling down his jaws. And then all of a sudden that rapier just goes up his skull and slides down. And if you'll allow me a little creativity, when he falls down, he stumbles backwards into the grinder and just gets
Yes.
up into sausage meat.
Oh,
Well done, gentlemen. Well done.
I just had
Dude,
that
that
Hamilton
was-
song stuck in my head.
Okay. Awesome.
So, you guys defeated Olaf the Sausage Maker and his
Ugh.
brother, which is really big and is a big step towards your next level. You're not there yet, but it's a huge step. But something that you might be interested in is that I'm going to give you your first rolls on a treasure table. And so allow me to share a little screen with you here.
Ooh.
And I think you're going to like this. I'm going to let each one of you have a 1d20 roll on this treasure table. As you explore this, this level, I'm going to tell you what you find on the next level. You're not going to like it, but let's look at what you are going to like with what you find. So let's start with Dr. Crawford, Killing Blow.
Roll 1d20.
1d20. See what you find. You
Ooh.
find Everlit Lantern. This is a lantern that will give you 30 feet of like standard light, and then beyond that, 60 feet of dim light. And it is completely independent of fuel or fire. It just, by your mental command, will light up or turn dark.
That is actually really damn good. That is nice.
That's awesome, dude. Good job.
Okay. Disdain.
All right.
And if you roll something someone else got, you roll again.
1.
So roll a 1d10 and multiply it by 10. You found a bag of gold with that amount.
I like treasure tables.
nice.
I was just saying how much I like treasure tables.
40
You
gold.
find
There
40
we
gold
are.
in the bag. Yep. All right. All right. Nico Tarada, roll your d20.
17.
All right. So you find
Dude, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted.
How perfect is that?
That's
All right,
awesome.
So you found the loot of loathing. Okay? And so when you play the loot of loathing, it's kind of a mixed bag. While you play the loot of loathing, a target of your choice, okay, gets disadvantage on attacking anyone other than you, but gets advantage on attacking you.
Perfect. That's fine.
And
fine.
while you're playing the loot, you can't use your normal actions. So it's like a concentration spell in a way, but like you have
Yes,
to keep
sir.
playing the song. So you can't like attack and shit. So you can basically make yourself a target, and when possible, I will make that enemy drawn to you. But there's circumstances where it wouldn't work, like automatically, like taunt.
Okay,
or
so what's it's obviously a ranged instrument. What's the range of where my
30
people
feet.
can hear it? 30 feet and
Mhm.
like all around me. Okay.
Yep. So you
So
choose
it basically, but when I choose to pull it
they
out,
they want to hurt you when you play
Yeah.
the song.
yeah,
Which gives them so if like they keep trying to attack Rogar while you're playing that and targeting them, they get disadvantage because they're like distracted. But then when
Yeah.
they focus on you, they get advantage. So it will serve to draw them towards you when I can make it
yes,
make sense. But and an example would be like if an evil wizard sent his summon at you or at Rogar. You know, that summon has a command from its master to attack Rogar. So even the loot's not going to pull it off of Rogar, but while he's attacking Rogar, he gets disadvantage on Rogar.
yes. And when he pulls off to come to me, that there will be an opportunity attack. Correct.
Correct.
From wherever he was. Yeah. So it's just a really good piece to have.
Gives
I
you
know
some
how to use
control
it.
over the
Trust.
battleground.
Hey, trust your Vistana Bard. Okay. I
Love
will
it.
use this correctly.
I mean, by the way, I love this about D&D that like the bard won the loot of loathing. From
Yeah.
the
That's what I wanted. I saw the whole thing. I passed up the gem. I was like, loot of loathing. That sounds badass.
That is awesome. Can't plan that as a DM. Okay, Rogar, D20. What did you find? A 7. So you found a longsword +1.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Good
so you found
job,
a
buddy.
longsword and doesn't have all the bells and whistles of the bone grinder longsword, but it is a longsword +1. It is a magical longsword. All right. So you guys,
Sorry, I was muted. Does
You were.
anybody can anybody else in the party use that? It's a question.
I can use it, but it's not a finesse weapon, so I can't use my dexterity with it. That's the thing. That's why I didn't. That's why I gave you the long sword that we found in the Durst house.
Yeah,
I
I'm wondering.
could use it.
And you can? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, then we may do that.
Okay.
Is there a point in which I can dual wield? Well, if I dual wield, I lose a lot of stuff, so I can't dual wield. Never mind. So
there are
okay.
feats and stuff that make dual wielding more, interesting for you.
Yeah,
But
and
hey,
I'll
it doesn't hurt to have another magical weapon in your bag.
no, I'll definitely loot it, and I will say now after we didn't die, that I did not add my 2 damage to every time I damaged a guy. I forgot.
I wish you
But
had.
anyway, yeah.
So you
Crawford
guys
wishes you
find
I
these
I
treasures.
saved you.
So you guys find these treasures on this level. There's a few bags, a few chests, things set aside, and this is the treasure you guys found. And you're all like, "Oh, this is great, right?" But then you decide to go down and explore. You decide to explore the level below. When you explore the level below, you're horrified by what you see. There is what you would expect from a butcher. There's tables that have sausage casings, little mini hand grinders. There's all the apparatus like hooks, and you have all these like linked sausages hanging from them. But you see now where that machine, that very advanced grinding machine that was in the floor above, is in the ceiling here. And it feeds the meat, and it has fed the meat of Olaf into a pile on a table underneath it. And you can see now the whole operation of how Olaf the butcher would take this meat and go over to the tables and stuff it into these casings and create his sausage. As you explore the room, you see a very large pile of children's clothing. You realize you found this operation. And there is a small journal that's by one of the desks. And as you glance at it, you see that it's not magical in nature. There's very, very simple drawings and occasional phrases and words that seem crazy. But if one of you wants to try to decipher it, I'm going to ask you. It's kind of a scholarly, crack the code kind of thing. So I'm trying to think what skill that would be.
Do we know what language it's written in? Like,
it's common.
okay.
It's common. It's obviously Olaf's journal, but he's not an intelligent man. He's a madman, really. But there is. Let me see. I kind of want to say history, even though it's not technically history. It's kind of an insight or an investigation. Let me do this, if you're cool with it, Disdain.
Yep.
I'm going to give this one to Dr. Crawford.
Cool.
He's an expert in investigation, but I want you to aid him.
Yep.
He'll get advantage with a +1.
Let's do that.
So it's investigation, roll 1d20 plus. Normally be, I think it's +6, but I'm going to be adding a 1 to it. Yes. Okay. So 1d20
Rocky
plus
is
7 for the first roll. Each.
22,
plus
very high.
7. All right, so it's a 22.
Okay, so with a 22, what you are able to decipher after several minutes of reading this stuff, Olaf worshipped a group of beings called the Dark Powers that live in Mount Gakis, which you remember from looking at the map you bought from Bildrith, is a giant mountain to the south of the country.
Okay.
And these dark powers promised him that with sacrifice, they would give him great power. And then you start putting it all together, and you're like, his rage is not something a normal person could do. There was something magical or spiritual, or however you want to describe it, demonic even, maybe, I don't know, about his ability to resist all that damage and be so strong. So there's clearly some validity that he was worshiping something evil, and it was giving him powers.
Is there any way that I can get the Dr. Crawford up to a little bit higher hit points? Can I just do my final spell slot and do Cure Wounds on him?
Yeah.
You happen
I'm
to
just
have
gonna-
also a Song of Rest, if I remember correctly.
I
look,
do.
Yeah,
It requires
I
an
think-
hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we got some time to decipher this thing and talk about it, then I will go ahead and play it and cast Cure Wounds.
You guys tell me.
You guys want to do that?
I think we're hurting pretty bad, and
We're hurting so bad, dude.
I think we're at a point where there's nothing else in this room because nobody else knew it was here except for these two. I think it's probably a decent time to do that because Rogar is as close to death as he's been in a while.
Yeah, but you don't know if a gigantic, penis-shaped sausage is going to rise up from that pile of meat and beat us to death. So we need to be prepared at all times. This is Barovia. Anything can happen.
One of my, I'll tell you this, one of my players from my first campaign I ran from this thing, which came out, it took us a year to get through this campaign. She says to me after, she goes, I don't trust anyone in real life anymore. She goes, Curse of Strahd's ruined me. I don't.
All right, so I guess we'll take a minute. I'll play a Song of Rest, and I really want to focus on Dr. Crawford if I can.
You give him a
But, dude,
massage? Is that what you're doing?
That's exactly what I'm doing. But this is my last spell slot, like before
Song
the
of
rest.
Rest, I don't think it's a spell slot.
It's not, but the Cure Wounds is.
Oh, okay.
I
So
really
you're
want
done-
to. Like Song of Rest only does so much.
Well, I think Song of Rest allows us to do the roll for the hit points.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
So-
And then if you don't do it correctly, I will come in and bring you up.
Yeah, so
Okay.
let's do the Song of Rest first. Then if I need more topping off, you can do your thing.
Do it.
Because if we're taking a short rest, now you have the Song of Rest, my understanding would be it would be 48 for me, plus 4 for my Constitution, because plus 1 for each dice, and then I get a D6 from your Song of Rest.
That's right.
That's a lot of help. That might top me
Okay.
off. So
All right,
let's go ahead and do that first.
Rocky, are you allowing this?
Oh, yeah. That's all. In fact, that's all within
Yeah,
the.
I am topped off. But I'm fine.
Good. Awesome.
All right. Dr.
All right,
Crawford,
well,
back to full.
I'm not done. So hang on a minute.
Do your thing.
Let's see.
I got to say, though, Zoc, Dr. Crawford came extremely close to death in that fight.
Oh,
Like,
Oh, yeah.
yes, he did.
I know how
Yeah.
generous you were with that deck save, so thank
like
you.
if one single roll had gone wrong there, that would have been the end,
Yep.
which I was stressing about. I didn't want that to happen.
So, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think the stain took any damage. Did you
No.
have anything different
Yeah,
there?
you're still full. No, you're full. You burned a lot of spell slots, but you have all
Yeah.
your points.
There's no way that's right. I did something wrong.
You spaced the one between your D there, buddy. So when you do that, it automatically just rolls the number. So there we go.
All right, so that's 9 and 13. That's 22 plus 14 is what? 30. So that
30.
tops me off.
You're topped off. So Nico, you're the only one that's not topped off right now. You're at 15 out of 20.
All right, I'm topped off, and I have
So-
one D8 or D10 for this level, right? That's how it
So
works.
you can, so Nico, do you want to use some of your hit dice to heal up?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do. I've got
Sorry.
D8 plus 1.
Sorry, Rocky.
that.
For this level, I have 4 of them total, right?
Yep. You have as
Right,
many hit dice as you are level.
All right, so I've burned 3 of them.
I'm gonna burn 2.
I burned 2 and it didn't work, so I burned 1 more.
So
Don't
do
forget
I get
rest.
okay? So which is a D6 on a separate roll. That's how I want to do it. Okay.
6, and then 2 d8s plus 1.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was the Song of Rest? What did they give me? I didn't even use that.
All right. So I get 9.
They gave me a D6. I'm sorry.
Would give you a d6. Yep.
All right.
So that
So
puts you at 24 out of 29, Nico.
Got it. Thanks, buddy.
You want to roll another one, or are you going to stick at 24 out of 29?
I'll stay at 24, man. I'm okay.
I can walk over to Nico and use one of my lay on hands to get him up to five hit points. So I have one more left.
I love it. You guys are healing each other, taking care of each other, looking out for each other. I like this. This is nice.
Dude, I'm almost moved to tears at how close to death Dr. Crawford was. Like, I've formed this bond with him. Like,
He's an old man. He's gonna die soon anyway.
You've got to, yeah, but you, you've got it.
You know that next save I gave him at the end?
Mhm.
Had you not passed that, it would have grinded your legs to like meat.
Yep.
So we would have had to figure out how you do the rest of the campaign with no legs, which I didn't answer for, by the way.
So let me ask, just out of curiosity. So he was just throwing everybody in the meat grinder, and if they didn't pass, we all died, basically, right?
So no, so it would do damage, but based on the amount of damage you took versus your health pool would determine how severe it was, right? And so in your case, I actually, because your armor is made of metal, it would have bought you a little more leeway with the save, but because he's in straight leather and cloth and he's an old dude, it was like he literally just got chunked into a meat grinder, you know?
Yeah. Nico has heard you talk about Dr. Van Richten, Zoc, and he is particularly interested in this guy for reasons later. But he's like, if you know Dr. Richten, that Nico is going to take care of you when he can.
This sounds like something it might be a good thing to us to discuss in character, like when we're
Yeah,
not,
it
like
will.
recovering and like
Yeah,
dying
exactly.
And, yeah.
And
Well,
that's just what I'm saying.
You guys just had an hour sitting down here
Yeah.
healing and talking.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
if Nico's curious about anything, he's more than welcome to ask.
Yeah. Dr. Crawford, I'm so sorry I'm just now bringing this up. It seems like such poor timing.
By all means, Nico, you've saved me a significant number of times already. So whatever you want to know, go ahead.
Oh, I am at your service. But anyways, I've heard you talk of this this house that you encountered to get here in Barovia. You went through a house, yes?
Yes, the house we found you in. Yes.
Man, but you did not find me in the house. You found me much later. In
That's
the
true.
basement.
Yes, it was in the
It's in
basement
a
of the house, the dungeon.
completely different part. I did not go in the same entrance. I did not see a house. I was dragged by a creature, I guess, under the house. I was walking through these mists. As I walked away, I left the fire of my encampment because I was so frustrated by the history. I endured the very last Prastonata that I could, and the Baroque was so depressing. After all of these years, I could not listen to another one. There must be a better way. So I started walking through the forest, and I swear on the gods, where once was a weeping willow, the very next second, as I wiped the tears from my eyes, there was a spider, gigantic in size, and he snatched me up and he dragged me to the cavern. And so I cannot reconcile what had happened, but I hear you talk of this. In this house, you met Dr. Van Richten. Can you tell me what you know of him?
Dr. Rudolf Van Richten was a colleague of mine from Candlekeep. He was a professor who specialized in monster biology. From what I understood, he was a retired monster hunter, but he didn't seem particularly inactive, if I have to say it that way. After some time, he ended up disappearing. I thought to myself at the time when he disappeared, since I had recently found myself in some hot water at Candlekeep, I figured I would try to rescue him. I would do some good for the world, save an old friend of mine. Well, he was a respected colleague of mine, and possibly restore my reputation a little bit. Risky business, but it seemed to pay off for doing good in the world. So I went to search for him. I gathered Rogar, Disdain, and a third companion who unfortunately passed away. He was slain by monsters in that dungeon we found you in. He didn't make it. We've met a Vistani. Oh shoot, what was his name? It wasn't Domenico. That's Nico Torrata. There was another Vistani gentleman who we had said that he knew where Dr. Rudolf Van Richten was. He had last seen him out in the Daggerwood. So that Vistani brought us out, and when we reached the Daggerwoods, we found the house that eventually had a basement we found you in. We'd entered that house in hoping to find directions, supplies, assistance. It ended up being a haunted house. And
This Vistana that you talk about, perhaps his name was Arturi?
as a player, I don't actually recall. I don't think I wrote it down in my notes.
It wasn't.
All right.
It wasn't Arturi. Okay.
Can I make any sort of check to see if Dr. Crawford can remember the name of that Vistani that led them out?
You know what, man? I personally, I'd have to go find my notes. Because,
it's all right. If you don't know it either, it's fine. I don't.
No, I just want to say,
let me glance. I might figure it out quickly. But
Dr. Crawford, it appears that your mission with Dr. Richten is the same as mine. I need to find this man. Is he still alive?
Dr. Rudolf van Richten was the gentleman that I had to stab on the altar in that dungeon.
Oh.
Yes, I'm not particularly happy that it came to that. I'm sorry if you were looking to meet him.
Oh, it isn't. Time does not matter to us. As a Vistana, perhaps you can observe the customs of our people, but Enduri Vistana, eventually all paths will converge. Hopefully I will see him again.
So his name was Dimitri. If it wasn't,
Dimitri,
then I now retcon that it was.
Oh, yes. Very nice.
I knew it was a D because Dimitri, Domenico, I was getting mixed up.
There you go. Okay, very good. Awesome.
So I tell you that it was Dimitri. Was the name of the guy who let us out.
I know him. Very good. He is a good man. Thank you for the information, Doctor.
Love it. So Zoc, inspiration for Dr. Crawford, and then Enos, I can tell you've been doing your research. 2 inspirations, my friend.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
There's a lot of information about these folks. A lot of information. I'm gonna be just, dude. It's such an incredible story. I'm gonna keep reading it.
Love it. All right, so you guys get rested up. You've had your conversation, and you now have the aftermath of the battle and your discoveries. So what do you want to do?
Well, gentlemen, we need to report this to somebody. The question is who. Amal offered us money to uncover what was going on with this, but we also have another person who's currently trying to become a burgermeister and win the hearts and minds of his people.
Yes, and we also have a dinner appointment, do we not, with the current burgomaster? And it is almost dinner time, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's a matter of what time is it roughly? Like
probably early afternoon.
Okay, so we still have a little bit of time.
Damn, we're getting through this fast.
Do we? I think we need to go and tell Ishmael.
Or Amal, or Ismark, or Amal.
Ismark is the friendly one. Amal is the one who tried to take your weapons.
Amal is the burgomaster.
You say Ishmael, you just like merged them like J-Lo.
Ishmael is the power couple of Barovia.
Yeah, I've been drinking. Hey, listen, I've been drinking whiskey. It's Ismark, the hot chick's brother. That's
hey, Rogar. Rogar, I was just saying how friendly Irina is. She is very friendly. I was just saying, was I not? I was just saying how friendly she was.
Yeah, let's go. I think we need to go tell him to give him a little chutzpah to take over the city.
Okay, so we tell the village and everyone who wants to know that Ismark was the one who gave us the details of where to find these criminals who were capturing the children in their traps. Yes. Wasn't I just saying how smart Rogard was? Let's do what he wants to do.
I think it's. Do we have enough time to go have a quick convo with him?
Yeah.
And then get to dinner.
Only about half an hour across town.
Okay. I say we do that.
Okay.
Anybody else?
Everybody cool with that?
I'm with Rogar. Yep. I need a quick bio.
Yeah, I do too.
We'll take a quick bio.
All right.
Oh.
I'll be right back to you.
Okay, so you guys have now finished your rest. You have gone through the loot. You have the dead body of Follow. You have the grinded up body of Olaf. You have all the evidence of what they've done. Kind of curious what you guys do from here.
Okay, so Nico is going to take a little bit of clothes and put it in his backpack, just as evidence at the doctor's advisement. Just take a couple pieces, not to disrupt the entire crime scene, because that's what it is. And we're going to go back to Ismark, which is the up and coming Burgermeister,
Okay.
which he still doesn't know about yet.
Right.
He's
So
kind of hoping.
take all this to Ismark and let him use this for sort of his political aspirations.
That's
As
right.
opposed to taking it to a mall for a gold reward. Yeah.
All right. So I'm not going to take you guys through all the role playing of that, but let me walk you through the events of what happens. So you guys go back to the manor, and Ismark is there, and his sister is there, Irina, and
Thank God.
they have successfully completed the burial of their father, and you found them there kind of in a tender moment of memorial, and but you're respectful of that space, and they get control of themselves, and then Ismark asks you what's going on, and you tell him everything that happened, and he's horrified. He's absolutely horrified, but then he's also, you see this glint in his eye of like, this is like, I can tell the parents what happened to their children. I can tell the village that you saved them from these horrible men. And he's like, I know who to tell. I know how to get this word out. And then he starts to run out, but he stops and he looks back at Irina, and she says, no, go, Ismark. This is, or Izzy. She goes, go, Izzy. This is what father would want. This is your moment. This is where you rise. And he runs out. And he spends the whole rest of the afternoon like going around talking to people and stuff. Now, are you guys still intending to go over to Amal's for the dinner invitation?
Nico is.
Cool.
And I would accompany Nico if he's going. Yes.
All right. So then we'll end this session with you guys are heading towards the outskirts of the village where the Amal Kelhaven estate is for dinner. And as you guys are exiting the town, you hear the town crier sort of crying out with this urgent announcement. He says, hear ye, Count Strahd has just issued the order of execution for Amal Kelhaven for being inept and unqualified in his duties as burgomaster.
I'm gonna. So are we still in the manor or on the premises where Irina can hear us?
No, you guys are
We're already gone.
outside
Okay.
of the village as you get to that edge, and then that's the last thing you hear.
Wow.
We'll be in the session tonight.
Contemplation.
So
We get. Do we get to
you're heading to your dinner invitation with apparently Count Strahd has decreed that Amal is to be executed.
And there's the possibility that Amal doesn't realize he's had his execution announced just yet. So we have a tactical advantage depending on to do a lot of different things next session. So we could try to weasel money out of him. We could kill him. We could sell the trinket and then kill him. It's up to you guys. So
I'll be excited to see what you guys do.
He's a very powerful warlock. It's
Yes.
not going to be easy. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I will also say one other thing, just so it's on your mind between now and next session. You guys did not have a long rest, so your
Correct.
spell slots and stuff that you burned are gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have one left. One.
All right. Can't wait to see what you guys do next. I'm going to stop recording, but that was awesome.
Yeah, we're gonna die next. Okay, sounds good.
I've got 3 spell slots, so 2 level 1s and 1 level 2. And then I have all my cantrips that I can continually use.
Congratulations.
And
You are
you-
now main tank. You're main tank.
And you have your sorcery points, which you can burn for spell slots.
I mean,
Exactly. I got 3 of those left.
We're all healed up, though. That's good.
You are all healed. Yep, that's for sure.
Yep. Okay.